returned again for another thrilling adventure of the Kobolds, and hopefully one they will survive. Last time for the Kobolds. As you finished your trials for the Frostmaiden, you all learned a few secrets about why the Frostmaiden might be where she is now. A vision by the elder of the Elk tribe revealed to you in one of his dreams. He saw, how to describe, a vision of something akin to the Frostmaiden being attacked by something that resembles some of the other dark gods of the world, namely Talos, the god of lightning, Umberly, the goddess of the sea, and Malar, the beast lord god. With this revelation, it seems that the Frostmaiden might be in a weakened state, might be able to be defeated. But is that a risk you are all willing to take? That's all up to you. In any case, after a long journey with the trial of endurance, many of you were quite exhausted, mostly Muerte. But you all decided before you were to retrieve the Rime of the Frostmaiden that you would take a rest and hopefully remove a little bit of your weariness. And you woke up, but not before Skanuk received a cryptic warning from Oriel herself. And so, as you all woke up, you quickly went to the southmost chamber to retrieve the book. Along the way, however, you discovered that Akuma was quivering in fear. He told you that the Frostmaiden was here, somewhere on the island, and that she had come here recently. You took note of his warnings and his blubberings, and you went to the south of the chamber, retrieved the book, and decided quickly that you would flee before the Frostmaiden could take notice of you. But unfortunately, it seems that you could not escape her watchful eye in her domain. As she steps towards you, I believe, Meepo, you wanted to say something before anything transpired.
Alright, I know that this is something you don't want to hear. I know you're upset because you've been put in a position where you seem weaker than you really are. But let me ask you something. Do you want another way to gain power and strength that might benefit all of us?
The figure will stop in her advance towards you.
I think there's another way to gain worshippers than what you're doing. That wouldn't go against your nature.
The figure cocks their head to the side, but does not say anything. They merely stare at you with unblinking eyes. The air around you is frigid cold.
I'm here as a servant of Eldath, which I'm sure you know.
There is immediate recognition in her eyes, and she begins to advance a little bit more.
And I'm hoping, perhaps, that we could come to some sort of an agreement. One where we generally leave you alone for the time being, and you generally leave us alone. and one where, in the long run, if you were to be attacked by other dark gods, Eldath would be on your side to keep the balance and to aid you as a return favor for letting us go.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage. To answer your question,
I know you value isolation, but there are times where the strength gained from isolation can be buffered by strength from working together. And that can be seen even in the harshest winters. Disadvantage.
$14. The figure turns away for a moment. Retreats 5 feet. Another 5 feet. It looks up to the corner where the trembling Akuma is trying to hide. The figure extends a talon. Akuma wails. The figure beckons Akuma forward. Akuma slowly approaches. The Frostmaiden looks in Akuma's direction. There is a moment of brief communication, it seems. Akuma seems to stop shivering. It appears to be as if he's listening to some unheard voice. The Frostmaiden turns back to you. And Akuma steps, kind of waddles a little bit. Just starts blubbering. And as he begins to blubber, you will watch as one of her talons, just as quick as a flash, whoosh, snatches to the side of Akuma's neck and pulls Akuma close. This somewhat diminutive figure that you were not expecting in the Frostmaiden stands at around, I'd say, 6 or so feet tall. Relatively a medium-sized creature. And Akuma, being as large as he is pulled next to her, showing her true strength. And you can see the talons start to dig into Akuma's blubbery neck. He begins to blubber even louder.
Nope, I already don't like this. Hox will step forward.
As you try and step forward, I will need you to stop right there, because she will point the other talon towards your direction. And a bolt, or rather an orb, that shines with many different chromatic colors will dazzle in her hand a little bit. And she will point in your direction, and she will look at you as if daring you to step forward. And I will warn you, taking another step will initiate combat. Do you wish to proceed?
Honestly, at this point, considering that Meepo's plea for some form of peace was met with her threatening another creature, yeah, I will step forward.
Okay, in that case, almost as if in some form of knowing, the figure will cock its head upward, tilt its head upward, and glare down at you and smile wickedly. I would like for everyone to roll initiative.
Put that. Yeah, there we go.
boy. Which means I also get to add the boy into the turn order so that he can escape if he tries to. Oof, buddy. Buddy boo. Oh no. Oh, buddy. Fair enough. Fair enough. I will say you would have had enough time to get the force cannon out if you want. Alright, so let me see. That's Oral, Scales, Hawks, Meepo. Okay. So, I think it's time to get some music by the wonderful and talented Travis Savoy. The title of this song is Winter's Wrath. And as the turn order begins, on initiative count 20, her lair action will activate. You will see as the wind begins to whirl around you, and the air begins to grow at least 20 degrees colder. You will watch as a sudden flash of light will emit from Ordo, as her form starts to slowly ascend into the air, only slightly. She extends her arms outward, and she slightly withdraws the chromatic orb for a moment, gazes into it as if searching for something. And you feel for an instant, each and every one of you, as if someone is peering into your mind somewhat. As if she has somehow learned something about each and every one of you. And she will turn her gaze towards Meepo. And the lair action concludes with something. It is Oral's turn proper. However, she will clench her fist. And with one arm, she will dig her talons into the flesh of Akuma. And with one swift motion, she will snap Akuma's neck. And Akuma lays on the ground, dead. And she will merely gaze in your direction. And she will end her turn there. Meepo. It is your turn now. Are you muted, Steven?
No, I haven't said anything. I'm looking. This is a action, so I need a bonus action there. I'm going to Emboldening Bond, Scales, myself, and Hawks.
Alrighty. Alright, is that your turn?
And then I'm going to move.
Okay, you move.
Is this rough terrain?
Let me double check that, actually. That is a good question. I should have known that beforehand. I believe I did notice at one point. I will need to look again. Give me just a moment.
No problem.
me see. Okay. There is something in particular that you will note here. Let's see here. When you end your turn, you will need to make an acrobatics check. As the ice becomes slippery as you begin to walk along. It seems that Oral has done something to the ice rink.
I'm going to move over to here. And then acrobatics, you said?
Yes, acrobatics.
Check.
Mm-hmm.
So I can use emboldening bond on that.
You can. Okay, 12. You slide around a little bit, but you are fine. What the... Yeah, alright, yep. 15? Yep, you're fine. Oh, I think I misread that. It's when a creature moves on the floor for the first time, but that's fine. We'll keep it yours as how it is. In the future, when a creature moves on the floor for the first time, you must succeed the acrobatics check. So, okay, going forward.
It's the first time each turn, or first time total?
The first time when you move on a turn. So when you start moving is when you make the check. I misread that, but that's fine. We'll keep yours how it is.
How is my resistance to...
Oh, that's right, because you have the boots, right? Then you should be unaffected.
Yeah.
Yep, so Hawks does not need to make these checks.
Okay, cool.
That's my turn.
Alrighty. In that case, Skanuk, it is now your turn. What will you do? Are you muted, Michael?
Okay. Bad. Let's see. Has the day come for Snuck to grovel, cower, and beg? Within 10 feet of you, they can see. Oh, that's not gonna happen. No.
The day will come when they move within 10 feet of you.
Yeah, and then we'll talk about it. Okay. I guess I'm gonna start scurrying up. I've just had a thought, and it may be a slightly dangerous thought. Scurry up to here. I guess that means an acrobatics check.
Yep, acrobatics check.
Okay, I'm not terrible at acrobatics. Not spectacular, but I'm not terrible. Oh, nope.
Alright, you will fall prone.
Okay. So does that mean I can only do 15 feet?
Correct.
Okay. That's fine. That's probably still close enough. So, guys, do we want to fight this, or do we want to try and fucking run?
I want to hit her at least a few times.
That's fair. In that case...
Rough her up a little bit for disregarding Meepo's goodwill.
Yeah, I can respect it. In that case, I am going to cast a spell.
Okay.
I'm trying to find what that spell is. Where did I leave that? Actually, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm not going to cast a spell. This is a special occasion.
Mm-hmm.
This is a special occasion. So I am going to reach into my pack and I'm going to pull out my goddamn pistol.
Well.
I have no record of how much ammunition this thing has, I don't think.
I
But,
believe
oh no,
it
I do.
was
50 ammunition.
Yeah, I believe it was 50.
Excellent. That's wonderful. Yeah, I'm warning you. Back off! He sort of like shakily points the pistol at Arl the Frostmaiden.
The figure barely regards you, still having the throat of Akuma, kind of like the side of the neck clutched in her talons. Still, she barely regards you.
The things I do for these assholes.
She merely stares in Meepo's direction, with full knowledge of what she's done. All right, 10. You will watch as pew, the laser kind of like begins to warm up, and you're like, yes, 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 and then it kind of like cocks to the side for an impact that you weren't expecting. You get launched back a little bit as the shot goes wide and it hits the ceiling. The Frostmaiden will at least seem slightly curious by such a thing. Anything else you can do on your turn?
You know what? Rather than command the cannon, I'm going to. I actually am going to cast a spell. I'm going to cast that. Cast Expeditionary Retreat for later. It's a surprise tool that will help us later. Yeah, and I guess that's going to be my turn.
Oh boy. You can actually move now if you wish, because you can, when you cast a spell, you can take the dash action, and then later turns you can take you use your bonus action.
I see. In that case, it's not the first time I move this turn, so I got my full speed.
Yep, you don't. Once you make the check the first time, you don't need to do it again
Until the next turn, or just
until
generally?
the next turn.
Where's a spot with cover that I can get to? There's really not one.
I mean,
fuck it, I'll go here.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, you could wedge yourself. I would allow you to wedge yourself here, maybe, but that also works too.
Yeah, like, I feel like there's a bit more space between her and the wall on this side, and I'm like going with the thought of like trying to sort of edge around to the stairs, which
Indeed. All right. So is that your turn?
Yes, because I can't command the cannon to move without a bonus action. So that's me.
All right. That means Scales. It is your turn.
I'm also going to cast a spell.
Okay. Intelligence saving throw. Okay. Let me see here. Intelligence. That's a 17.
That passes.
All right. As you begin to cast your spell, and this psychic lance of force jettisons towards the Frostmaiden, she waves her hand, partially jutting it to the side. Does she take half damage on a success, or...?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, so you will see, as she jettisons the blast, part of her talon will be kind of like begins to shred slightly, and you see underneath the facade of flesh there is ice underneath. Okay, so half of 28. Okay. Okay. Right. She will seem greatly perturbed by this, and clenches her talon as she gazes at the wound you just left.
And I'm gonna say, The next one's not gonna be any better for you.
Unsettling words.
Oof.
So the next saving throw is a -7 to whatever she does.
Oof. Okay, I'll have to remember that. -7, -7. Okay. All right, that is your turn. Unless you, do you want to move at all, Scales? You're good where you are.
I am perfectly safe where I am.
Okay.
I say safe, content.
All right. All right. That means, Hawks, your time has come.
Alright, the first thing I'm going to do is use Giant Smite. I think you expected that. If I could get the big tokening, please.
Boop, boop, boop. Okay.
I have no problem walking on this terrain, so I am going to advance my full movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. At this short range, I can't quite reach her yet, but I can grab a pair of javelins and make a pair of normal javelin attacks, which is what I will do. They will be thrown in a short distance. I will do my accounting, because I do have some accounting on my character sheet for that, to throw 2 of them. So that is 2 attacks.
Okay.
1, a 14.
Okay, let me double check her AC here. Yes, that will actually hit, as she is not very heavily armored. It seems, as her nature as a goddess, she merely lets the javelins strike right in her shoulders. She glances down.
Alright, so that'll be 10 damage. I'll use the Giant Smite on that first one. And then the second one will be not as good. And I can't change that because it's a crit fail, so I couldn't use my the thingy. I'm not able to use the thingy to really do anything about that. So yes, that will be that. That will be Hox's first turn here.
Okay. Fair enough, fair enough. In that case, at the end of your turn, as a legendary action, you will watch as her form begins to melt away and turns into slush and snow on the ground. And then suddenly, as she disappears, 5, 10, 20, 25, she will reappear 30 feet ahead. And she will extend a talon. And you watch as the snow where she was slowly begins to coalesce and rise into the air. And as the claw raises, suddenly her fist clenches. And the area, if I remember this correctly, let me double check this. She will cast a spell. And she will cast Ice Storm in the surrounding area. So let me get... That's a 20-foot radius. So let me get the little thingy here. Where is it? Where is it? Where is the thing? There it is. Area of effect templates. Let's do blue for this because it makes the most sense. Okay, who can I get in this? Because you're large, I can actually get everyone. Excellent. Alrighty. So, I'm gonna need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Oh. Fun.
Yeah, it's very fun.
Alright, that's a 12. I'm going to add my bond to it for a 16. And I'm going to add 2 more for my shield, so I'll take no damage if this would change it to half damage.
I need to double check your DC, because I'm looking at my notes. That seems... Okay, no, I was correct.
Soft 20.
Does emboldening bond let you Add that to
Saving
saves?
throws, yeah.
Yep.
I'll place it again if you want.
An even softer 20.
Would you
Go
like to
check for a
use...
saving throw it makes.
Would you
Yep.
like to use your emboldening bond on that dexterity save, Scanuck?
I don't have one.
You don't have one. That's
No, you do
unfortunate.
I think it's
Based
only.
on-
I'm one level too low to give him one.
That's right. So, unfortunately, Scanuck, a 20 does not pass.
Scanuck and Meepo then.
Scanuck and Meepo and
Only scales
Hux.
passes then. Yep.
Only scales passes with a 25 natural 20. So, all of you are going to take 12 points of bludgeoning damage
Okay.
and 18 points of cold damage. And,
I'm just gonna go ahead and move this radius so I can get to my token.
oh right, I was gonna move that to the map layer because the area around that becomes difficult terrain.
Oh, my apologies.
No, no worries. It's basically gonna be in the same spot either way. There we go. There we go. Now you can read your token.
All right, that's fun.
So I survived that.
Yay!
Praise be.
We forgot to have that conversation about what happened to my hit points.
Did we?
Yeah. That's okay.
Oh,
we'll
that's
leave
right.
it as
Oh,
it
that's
is.
right. We didn't have that conversation. Well, that is Oral's turn, as she will bring her clenched talon back downward and merely scoff in your direction, taunting
What
you.
happened to the lair actions?
It didn't happen this turn. She's saving it for something.
Okay.
Oh, that's fun.
So, lair actions ignored. Her turn done with. Meepo, it is your turn.
Casting Beacon of Hope.
Move the camera a little bit. Hi, Beacon of Hope.
I think everyone's in range. Yep. Good. We've got everyone in range. Casting it on everyone.
Alrighty.
Huh?
Alright. Any movement at all you want to do?
It's an act. I'm gonna double check my abilities here.
Sure thing, sure thing. Not a problem at all.
I think I will use my movement. But do I... So here's the question. I'm on difficult terrain caused by the ice
Mm-hmm.
from the spell.
Yes.
But I'm also on the icy floor. Does one of those negate out the other? Or is it the same?
I will say, for as long as you're on this difficult terrain, it's presented enough of like I think before when I mentioned that the giant stairs leading up to the Grimskull, usually they would be slippery, but because there was a layer of snow that made it not as slippery, I'm gonna say only the difficult terrain applies here. So as long as you're in that area, the sphere area, you don't need to make the check.
Okay. Then I'm going to move... 10 feet this way behind Hawks.
Yeah, that's how I'm gonna rule that.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay, fair enough. Skanuk, it is now your turn.
Oh, that really hurt. Let's see. Going to scamper away. Oh, if I go out of here, I might fall prone. Fuck it. It's my life. Let's see.
It's
So, guys, kobolds, baby. 20 feet to get here, and then 10 more feet of movement, and an acrobatics check. 10.
10. All right. You are fine.
Is that okay? Good to know. Right. And then I'm going to take the shot. An 11. Oh God. Okay.
11. And you're still trying. You notice that there are a few kinks in the weapon. You're trying to like iron them out. Like you're kind of like whacking it every now and like, come on, you stupid thing. And as you're trying to like get it to work, pew! It fires off again. This time it hits the stairs next to where the Frostmaiden is, and she really.
I'm guessing
glances.
that like flash of inspiration can't be used for attack rolls.
I think it's just for saving throws.
What about
Oh,
the DM
actually,
inspiration?
I think you already used
the
it.
thing is, the flash of genius, it's ability check or saving throw, and also I need to finish a long rest to get them back. So while I'm not exhausted, I don't have them.
Wait, hold on.
We did a long rest.
You guys
we
did a
did
long rest.
a bubbled long rest. Yeah,
Oh,
you have them
in
back.
that case,
Yeah, you have those back for sure.
oh, I could have tanked out that. Alright. Oh well.
Darn.
Well, good to know for the future.
Yep, good to know.
All right. Having done that and that not working, I'm going to have the Forcibles to take a shot. Come on, baby. Oh God.
Ooh.
Yes, Queen. That'll be 17 force damage.
Okay.
As he gets pushed 5 feet away.
All right. You'll watch as she gets pushed backward. You see right in the center of her chest, there is similar to like where there would be flesh on a human. There is just a giant, not quite a hole, but there is a divot, an indentation in the chest cavity, where there is just ice and snow. And she will look in your direction.
Oh, look at me, it was him. Pointing at the Forcibles as it just sort of like doggedly begins trudging forward through the snow. Yep, so that's my movement action and bonus action. Now I'm going to sit here and await my death. Yep, it's been good, guys.
Alrighty. At the end of your turn, let me see here. She's good where she is. End of your turn, Scales. That's just how it is when that 20's with us, man.
If there were one more point, it would be if it were an 8-7 and a 1-2, it'd be perfect. It was an 8-6. I got robbed.
So close yet so far. What you thinking, Scales?
The unsettling words is currently down because it lasts until the start of my next turn.
Oh, darn.
So no one did anything, so that was a waste.
It wasn't though, because if she had cast something, if she had tried to attack Meepo, that would have affected the sanctuary roll she had to make to actually attack Meepo.
Mm-hmm.
So that actually was still a very good move. That could have set Meepo up to not get hit worse than the sleet storm did.
Yeah. Unless it's an area, unless she did another area of effect thing, then it wouldn't have mattered.
It did change your strategy a little
Yeah.
bit.
So in that
I
case,
should have. Yeah, I'm sorry. I should have used the thing. I forgot. Let's save. Okay, good to know.
Okay. Bring out the monkey. He's finally here to kick some tail. His coconut gut can fire and spurt. Sorry. There it is.
Copy that. Nintendo.
Oh, monkey.
Double check. Controlled by Narrowwalker. Okay. Alright. As you turn into your Yeti-like form, you can move how you wish.
I'm going to look around for the nearest heavy thing that I could yeet at her.
Chunk of ice.
That would actually be... let's see, there were two caryatid-like statues that kind of resembled a female figure that were surrounding the doorway. Those would be suitable.
Deal. So on my next turn, ammunition.
Alrighty. Hox Hagnar.
There is the cannon too. That is a thing.
True.
Well,
That's a funny
you know,
thought.
there's that whole like, approaching Dio thing. So right now, if I moved 30 feet, I would not be able to Draconic Roar her. The thing is, I'm a fighter, and fighters have action surges.
Mm-hmm.
And while I might waste this action surge on a dash, for instance, and that might seem like it doesn't help a lot, I think that it would help because she's playing this keep away game, and I don't like it. So I'm going to dash and using my boots and get my full movement up to here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm then going to take my bonus action to roar and give everything advantage against her. Doesn't matter where she goes from that. And then I will draw my battle axe and attack twice. Doing an 18 with 9 slashing, and an 18 with 11 slashing, and there's an additional d6 rolled into there.
Okay.
Because I'm presuming that if I hit with that, 12 or 13 earlier, this is fine.
Alright. You will watch as the form that she's taking seems to deteriorate slightly. With your battle axe, you slash into her arm, and again, as I've described, where there would be flesh, there is instead ice. And it seems that the form is deteriorating. You end your turn there.
I don't see any reason not to end my turn there.
Okay.
If she has ranged options, I'm interfering with them or making her do something to move first. So, yes, I absolutely end my turn there.
Alright. Now at the end of your turn, before her turn begins, she is going to use a legendary action to use Touch of Frost. You will watch as she stares down at you, or rather up at you because you're larger than her, and then she will reach out a talon, much like she did with Akuma. Oh,
So she will have to use... Well, I'm not going to use it yet because I get to do this after I see the roll.
Right.
After I get hit. But it's there.
Okay.
Okay, then she is definitely going to use that roll. And it didn't change much, but...
Indeed. A good try. A very good try. So you're going to take 16 points of cold damage. And your reaction is slightly slowed. You cannot take reactions to the start of your next turn.
I just did already, so...
Yep, so it's fine.
Yep.
So it's fine. So it would have worked either way. But is now the lair action. Let me double
By
check.
the way, Hawks, you're out of the range for my emboldening bond.
That's... I mean, I would have just sat there and taken a hit anyway if I hadn't done that, so...
I know, I'm just letting you know.
Fair enough.
Actually, you know what? As her lair action, you watch as the island begins to shudder slightly. You blink, Hawks, and Orl is gone. And she's instead right next to Meepo. And it is now Orl's turn. Orl is going
Got
to...
Sanctuary up.
You do have your sanctuary still up. And she is going to stare down at you, and you will hear a whisper in your mind. Oh, child of Eldath. If only you could have heard the screams your companions caused. Does it make you suffer? And she's going to strike you twice with her talons.
Wisdom save first for both of them.
Indeed, she will have to do the wisdom save. Alright, so that is for the first one.
I'm down.
And that's
Well, that's not her hit, that's her saves.
Yes, that's her
true.
save.
She still has to hit my AC.
So let's see, that was for the second wisdom save, because she is going to strike you twice.
Both of them will hit. So I'm still down, probably.
So that's a 16. Does a 16 hit you?
My armor class is 14.
Okay. So,
Ooh.
well, you're going to take 4 points of piercing
I'm
damage,
still up.
plus 3 cold.
Oh, nope, I'm down.
We don't know.
And for the second strike, you are knocked down 2 death saves.
Yep. Actually, yeah.
Yes? Is there something?
I had a Beacon of Hope, but that's concentration, so it's down.
Remind me, what does Beacon of Hope do? Each child has advantage on wisdom saving throws, and... that
It's
is
down
very
now, though.
unfortunate in your case. Well, that was her action. As her bonus action, she's going to Misty Step next to you, Skinnuk, and end her turn there.
I see. Howdy.
Now, Meepo, it is your turn, and you are on 2 death saves. May Eldath grant you mercy, for Auril will not. Do you still have your DM inspiration?
Nope, used that.
Wait a minute.
Wait, hold on. Does Flash of Genius work on death saves?
It works on, let me just check.
This is very important information.
Ability check or saving throw.
Okay,
A
so
death
that's...
save is a saving throw.
A death save is a saving throw.
So that's a +5.
That's 10. You pass. You're alive.
Yeah.
Go!
Canuck throws together like an EKG machine and tosses it over.
Just like a small impulse grenade that just does shock.
Woo! Woo!
Oh my.
Oh my lord.
Wow.
Well, that was your turn, Beepo. Trying, basically struggling to survive. Skinnuk, it's now your turn. You have a goddess right next to you.
Oh, also,
Jeez.
Meepo gets the lasting injury.
Oh, that's right, she
No,
does.
the natural 20 was on the wisdom.
No,
save.
because you got knocked down to 0.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you hit 0 hit points.
7.
What do I roll?
I rolled it, but if you want to roll, you can.
Oh, no, it's okay. We'll
Yeah,
keep that.
I jumped the gun on that one. A 7. Hang on. I just put it away. Handouts, slinging the injuries. Here we go.
It's alarmingly low.
Internal injury. Whenever you attempt an action in combat, you must make a DC 15 Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, you lose your action and can't use reactions until the start of your next turn. I'm going to paste that in chat just so you have reference to it.
Probably not going to be relevant here, but
No,
you know.
but it's good to know.
Magical healing will fix it, so.
Indeed. So Skanuk, about that rampaging goddess in front of you.
Remember, she is roared.
He is roared. The cannon, I think, specifically takes its action after my turn, even though it's my bonus action, so I can't, like, have it try and push her away from me. Okay. Okay. Well. Well, time to style, I suppose. Step over here, and then I'm going to step out of her movement thing. I suppose I need to make a save for that. Dexterity and acrobatics check.
Acrobatics check, yeah. Oh, by the way, the ice storm effect would be gone by now.
To be fair, even if you failed that, the amount of movement you did, you could still have just gotten up and moved.
I'm not done moving, but I wanted to
Okay, fair enough.
now that there's not difficult terrain there, I can get all the way to Meepo. That'd be good.
Emboldening Bond doesn't end when I'm unconscious,
Excellent.
That is good to know.
so I can add that to my
Okay.
saves too.
So, does she make an attack of opportunity?
She does, actually.
Okay.
As the talon juts out. Oh, hey, hold on. Wait, hold on. I think I did that wrong.
1d2. Damn, I was really hoping.
Yeah, I was about to say.
20, that's a 26.
26. Hang on a minute. Right, no, because I shield only does +5. Okay. So that's going to hit me.
Okay. So you're gonna take
If it were too lower, I'd be able to use shield on that.
just a little smidgen of damage. You know, just 5 points slashing. You know, 180 bitty cold point of cold.
Which means nothing to me. In retaliation, I'm going to smack her in the face with a shield. Sort of. I have a repulsion shield.
Eee.
So, back off. It's punted 15 feet.
All right. 5, 10, 15.
Excellent, excellent. And die.
Alrighty. 17 will hit.
Dealing 9 radiant damage.
Okay. As she gets hit with the radiant blast, I need to double check something. You'll watch as she screams out in pain. This shrill shriek. And it seems that the radiant damage hurt her more than you thought it would.
Well, ooh, okay.
Good to know.
Do I have sickening radiant? No, I don't. Okay. Was really hoping for a minute there. Yeah, Meepo.
I'm fine with that.
Live, damn you.
Wait, you attacked and then healed?
Cure wounds is a bonus action.
Wait, no.
Oh, no, it's not. Yeah, I'm sorry. It is an action. It's healing word is the bonus action. That's why it's.
Right,
that's why.
right. Sorry, I
That's
don't
why
mean to
it's
poo-poo on
competitive
you, but it's
strategy.
like, just like,
No, that's absolutely fair. I'm sorry.
no, it's all
Getting
good.
your hopes up, Repo. Let's see. What bonus actions do I have? Um, my plan. My beautiful plan.
I know, I'm sorry.
I cast Sanctuary on myself, but I feel like that's a bit. Expeditious Retreat I just used. That's an action. That's an action.
Sanctuary is still up on me too.
It is.
Oh, that's good.
It's not concentration.
Just want to point out that if this were Druid spells, both of those will be concentration. I am.
Yes. The eternal bitterness towards the druid spell list.
Yep. Okay. Well, in that case, I'm just going to have the cannon march up here and shoot her with force damage, which I think it actually does get a line on her. Boy,
Boy!
fire!
And advantage because
20,
of that roar.
Okay, 20 will hit.
15, 8, 7.
Excellent.
The cannon is definitely the. I've yeeted her 20 feet this turn, which is quite empowering.
Quite empowering indeed. Let's see here. At the end of... Is that the end of your turn?
Yes. Yes, it
Okay.
is.
End of your turn, she's going to use a legendary action. She is going to teleport into this other room. Vanishes from most of your sights. But you know that she is in there, because you see this snowdrift heading in that direction.
Sorry.
That means it is your turn, Scales.
So, this place is made of ice, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's made of ice.
Looks pretty brittle.
Looking up giant ape speed. I believe it's like 50.
Yeah.
Speed is 40. So
Yeah, you will need to make that acrobatics check.
yes. May I pick up the sculpture first?
Yes, you may. I'll let you do that. Just as like just as a little freebie.
Okay. Picking up the sculpture, making a dexterity check.
Do you have emboldening bond on you?
He does.
Just in case. $13? Okay, you're fine. You slip around a little bit, but you're able to move along the ice just fine. Pardon me.
And I'm going to hold my action for her to show her face within range.
Okay. Hux, that means it's your turn.
Yep. And wouldn't you know it, I have a bag full of hand axes and stuff, so her cornering herself like this is not doing her any favors against me, actually. So I'm going to move to here. And that gives me line of sight, and she might get some cover, but she's still roared. And I'm going to grab a pair of hand axes and get ready to throw them.
Okay.
So advantage on them. First one, a 19.
Okay, a 19 will definitely hit.
And that will do 6 slashing total.
Okie dokie.
And then the second one, a 17,
A 17 will also hit.
for 6 more slashing.
Alright. And as this hand axe reaches around the corner, it hits the cold crone square in the skull. But she moves unflinchingly towards you, hand outstretched. And you just hear laughter. As the form begins to melt into slush and disappears. And as she does, you will watch as the form of the cold crone disappears. But in her place, something else will appear. You will watch the form of a human-looking woman made completely out of ice, almost looking exactly like the statue you see currently in Yeti form, Scales' claws. You will watch as she apparates, standing at around 10 feet tall. She will raise her hands outstretched to the sky, and in her hand apparates a morning star from ice. And she slams it onto the ground and points it at you, Hawks. The cold crone is no more. The brittle maiden is here to fight.
You really shouldn't call yourself brittle. However, my turn is
You
not
get any
done.
ideas?
I'm also going to second wind.
Okay.
And that will give me 12 more hit points. Boom.
Okay.
What just happened to the turn order?
I don't know.
Because I should be
I
past Scales and she should be at the...
Hang on.
Yeah.
There we go.
So here's a question for you.
Yes.
I don't know what the exact mechanics of this are, but is she still... Well, I guess she wouldn't be. She wouldn't be affected by the word because it ends at the end of my turn.
Correct.
Okay. Yes.
So, end of your turn. Let me see here. Okay. Nothing just yet. Okay. End of your turn, nothing happens. At the start of the turn order and her lair action, she will actually appear. You know what? She will meet you head on, Hawks. As she is standing around the same height that you are now. Which means, now that she has appeared, you get your held action, Scales.
I hope she lives up to her name.
Oof!
Woohoo!
Oof!
Ouchie mama.
That's a spicy meatball.
This is spicy.
Wow.
So, yes, that definitely hits. Let me double check.
Brittle sounds like bludgeoning would be good.
You would think.
You would think.
But...
Blessing, thunder.
Thunder would
Force,
be interesting.
force tends to also be like the breaking things damage type.
Indeed. You watch as the statue hits her right in the face. And the form snaps backward. But then it snaps back into place. Definitely hurt. She did not like that. Alright, so that was the held action, which means the glare action is done. She teleported, and now it is her turn. Proper. Let me see here. Yeah. Darn it, I wish... She has no reason not to do this. Shit. Everyone's in a cone.
Oh, okay. That's fun.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Meepo, but she has no reason not to do this. Let me get the thing. Get the cone. Yes, you will watch as she brings up the mace, rather the Morning Star. She will reposition herself and point the Morning Star in this direction. So, get the cone. Yeah, I'm going to need, well, I don't think, yeah, I'm going to need to make,
I'm aware this is, oh, sorry.
oh no, go ahead,
What were you
what were you going to
saying?
say? No, we're going to say.
I'm aware that this is probably not in the rules per se,
Mm-hmm.
but can I use some combination of having the shield spell, and inspiration to block this from hitting Meepo?
I will allow it if you, I will allow it if you choose to fail to save and take the full brunt of it.
Aren't most cold spells that use templates and stuff Constitution saves?
They are, but I recognize what he's trying to do, and I think it's great narratively, and it's a real cool moment that I want to do.
I'm just saying that if Meepo
my
can
worry is
still
that
take the save, because being unconscious only stops
Well,
dexterity
the
and
problem
strength.
is she's on her last save.
Right, but she'll take damage anyway.
Yes.
Right.
You see what I'm trying to
Okay.
do now.
Yes,
So
okay, I understand.
So the cost is taking full damage myself, and what else? Anything else?
Basically, your reaction.
My reaction. Okay, so reaction to and taking it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. If you want to save Meepo from that, yes, that is what it will take. So everyone else, besides Meepo, because that's gonna happen. I would like you to make a Constitution save.
I'm actually in range for Emboldening Bond, too, so...
So
Are you gonna spell it? Okay.
So in that case, Canuck, you take 34.
Okay.
Well, which is half because reasons.
If it hadn't been halved, that would be exactly enough to take me down.
That's one below my full health,
I
so...
don't get Constitution.
Oh my-
Okay.
I'm so
So
sorry.
I don't get advantage on this. So
Yeah,
it's a
there's
con
something wrong
save.
we never fixed.
I get the Emboldening Bond for the extra D4. I get a 26.
Okay, you pass, Hux.
So half of 34 is 17. Okay, that's my math is right.
Yep, 17. So if you succeeded, you take 17. If you failed, you take 34. I believe that's a concentration save for ape mode.
Yes.
All right, you will watch as the magic of the mace begin to fade slightly. She seems slightly exhausted. That was her action, so she will stay there for now. So that is her turn. So that does bring us... yeah, okay, you're... Oh, actually... 34...
No, it's +4 because I didn't add my Constitution modifier to that.
Oh, okay, so in that case, your con save succeeds then.
Yes.
Alright, let me take this out of here.
That DC was 17, by the way.
Yeah, it was, that would have been bad. So, Meepo, it's your turn again. I think we know what this means.
What? No.
No, that he rolled a 10.
That's a
5
9.
plus. Oh, that's 9. Never mind. My math is off.
I
Oh,
don't think I
Canucks
have
save
any
the day again.
reactions can actually.
Oh wait, no, Skinnock, you can't do that.
Oh, fuck. Oh.
Anything else that anyone has that could do something about this right now?
Can I give him my DM inspiration?
You still have it? If you have it, I will allow this.
I still have it.
Okay.
So I get to re-roll. Is that what you're saying?
I will let you reroll. I'm basically trying everything in my power to make sure you have a good time. All right.
9 plus the D4.
D4. For some reason, the emboldening bond came off.
Woo!
So it's +1 no matter what.
So that's 2 successes.
2 successes, both at the hands of somebody else saving my butt, which is really cool on the end. I'm
Eldath
at 2 and 2 right now.
wants to make sure that your bonds of friendship are what are actually protecting you.
This is basically your piety. I'm basically letting this flavor-wise be the piety to Eldath. Eldath is trying to help you the best she can. Skinnock.
Cure wounds.
Yes, definitely.
We're gonna have a long conversation about my health after we're done with this.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
Well, healing for me, but
Well,
I wish we would have
better
talked
than
about it
last
beforehand.
time. We should have. I completely forget every single time it comes up. But this time it might be a little bit more pertinent than normal.
Oh, 12 hit points.
Well, Eldath says hi.
Yeah, you just surrounding your form, people. You just feel this pleasant warmth, and you hear the dribbling of water on a pond.
Does Eldath say if we're gonna win or not?
No.
I guess it would be the peaceful option to not take sides in this.
All right.
But that's my turn. And Scales has already, or Skinnock has already done his action. He has a bonus action left if he wants to use it.
all right. Okay. Firstly, I'm going to scurry away so that we are less conical. Let's see, 15. Let's see, I'll move 15 feet in case I fail this acrobatics. Then if I succeed, I can move another 15 feet. I guess is probably the best way to put that. Cool. A little bit less cone-like. You know what? A little bit closer. Let's see. That's still...
That's very cone-like, actually. She just has to
Yeah.
punch to the side.
Fuck it. Gonna be...
Excuse me.
Can't be up there. Can be up here. Okay. Best I can do is like here. Let's hope it's enough. And then as a bonus action, I don't have many bonus action spells. Yeah, I think my bonus action is going to be signaling the cannon to make another 15-foot charge, quote unquote, and fire again. Keep firing!
Is there any chance you could maybe leave it for Scales to be an adequate throwing projectile? Because that seemed to work.
That's actually a good point. That's actually a good point, yep. I should have made the flamethrower. This actually, if we get out of this alive, combo of like flamethrower cannon and Scales is just as good as, is actually way better than the catapult flamethrower cannon combo. So, yeah. 24 to hit.
Hmm.
And damage.
10 force damage. All right.
Smashes her into the wall.
All right. The ice kind of cracks slightly as the full force of her 10-foot body just reams against the side. She stares in your direction, back at Hawks, and then sees Meepo conscious again. and the icy brow furrows. The wind begins to howl.
Did the force do anything extra?
It did not.
Okay.
It does seem like, even though this is clearly the same entity, the physiology of her body seems to have changed slightly.
Right.
Do it again, and you'll turn into a butterfly this time.
Alright, that was your turn, Skinnuk, you said? I'm so sorry.
Yep.
Okay, well, at the end of your turn, she's going to use a legendary action. As the mace has a little bit of more heft to it than the talons of her previous form did, and it moves a little bit more slowly. But it swings at you, Hawks, with purpose as her legendary action.
Okay.
A 15.
Will not hit me.
Alright, the mace, it seems that she's not as used to this form as the mace slowly seeks towards you, and then you bounce it off. Alright. Scales, it is your turn.
Yeet the cannon.
Cannon, yeet!
Yeet the cow spot.
Yeet, because 19 will hit for... This rock, I swear.
Throwing
Rock
rocks.
and roll.
No kidding.
76. It's basically fireball.
It's basically a single target fireball.
Because my bonus to damage is 6, which is just maximum on a dice roll.
Wow.
26 is even like relatively below average for that. 30 is quite solid. Ooh. I like to imagine that the cannon, like, it's kind of like, you know how I've mentioned that it's like, you know, four kind of spidery legs on underneath like a ballista. I like to imagine that it does like a spinning kick.
I could totally
Just for-
see that.
Just for flavor.
Gorilla yeet.
Oh my gosh. Alright.
Wait, no, it would be the Yeti yeet.
Oh, that's right, Yeti Yeet.
Yes.
Even better.
It's a Yeeti. Even worse.
Ah, it's so bad it's good. Anyway, is that your turn, Scales, or did you want to move?
I will move.
Okay.
And I have to make that dexterity check.
Indeed. Double check what's the reach of her mace. Okay, so it's only 15. Okay. Alright, you're fine.
No, I'm not. I meant to say drop highest one. I have
Oh.
disadvantage on ability checks due to exhaustion.
Oh, right.
Because I've
That's
gotten rid of
still-
most of my exhaustion, but I still have the one remaining.
You still do have Emboldening Bond, though.
So it's 6 plus
Plus 4.
1d4.
So 10.
Yeah,
You pass. You still pass.
Yep, there you go, yeah. The Emboldened Gorilla.
That was hit when he moved, right?
When he moved, yeah.
He made that save. Good, because he was still within range when he started moving.
He still would have been in range of Hawks in the middle of the move, too.
Oh right, it's within each other. It's not just me. Oh, I forgot about that. That makes it a lot better. It's nice. Okay, good to note.
It didn't need to be, but it does.
Because I have to be within range of them to get it on them, but they have to just be in range of each other for it to activate.
And that is the end of my turn now.
Okay. At the end of your turn, she's going to use another legendary action. She can't reach you because you're out of reach. So she's just going to bop Hawks again.
She's gonna try to.
She's going to try. And will fail
15
again.
also misses.
Okay. Legendary action done with Hawks, it's your turn.
I'm gonna roar again. Use my bonus action because there's no reason not to right now. Boom, get another roar on her. Basically just scream in her face. And then that is 2 battle axe attacks with advantage. For a 25 and a 15.
Okay. The 15 will actually miss. It seems this time her icy form provides some form of armor, as some of the ice begins to shatter and crack, spiking off in just such a direction to glance off the blow. But the 25 will still hit for 8 slashing.
Do I have to use inspiration before or after knowing the result of the die?
Do you still have Emboldening Bond?
I still have Emboldening Bond, I do, yes, actually.
Oh, there you go.
So, boom, 16.
16 just hits.
Okay, and then I get an additional d6 from my Giant's Might somewhere in that. So it's 11 and 6.
Okay.
And she is roared for any future attacks against her.
Alright, so third and final legendary action. Can she hit you? We will see. No!
No.
Clearly, she has not been in this form for very long. Greatly prefers the other one.
Hoxa's gonna be like, I was gonna say I preferred the bird look, but considering how you're doing right now, maybe I like this better.
Let me double check something, because it's gonna be the start of her turn, or the legendary... Double check an ability.
Step away for
Yes,
just a
cannon.
sec.
Where would the cannon be after being yeeted?
Oh, the cannon? Let's say it'd be like right there.
Okay, that's convenient.
So, double check. This is very important. Lair action. Just determine any location on the island. Any location specific. Any location on the island. Which in this case. Yeah. Lair action. The ice will melt and crack. And go beneath the ice rink. And she will reappear right next to all of you. And I would like, Scales, I need you to make a charisma saving throw for me. As she disappears underneath the ice again, and you will see ice start to form around you, and you can feel yourself slipping away as the ice starts to swirl and encase you like a cocoon.
Who is this?
This is Scales. Okay.
Emboldening Bond.
You are trapped in a gem-sized ice crystal. As you begin, your form begins to shrink to about the size of a grapefruit and hovers around the Ice Maiden's form. When you are in this form, let me see here. Let me see. You are considered stunned. You have total cover against attacks and other effects outside the crystal. You can feel you're starting to take some... there are some effects to your health as you feel extremely cold inside this crystal. You can repeat this save at the end of your turns. And for the rest of you, the crystal is targetable, but it is a very hard target to hit. You're not sure... Well, we'll just have to see. I can't reveal everything. But for right now, Scale is out. Sorry, buddy. It was those rocks, man. She couldn't tolerate that shit anymore. Sorry.
Does being incapacitated via the stunned condition make me drop concentration?
I don't actually.
Or is that only unconscious?
I think that's only. Let me double check. I think stun is very specific in what it does. You might still be an ape, but let me double check. So for stun specifically, stun
I think
creatures
it's any
incapacitated,
incapacitation.
can't move, can't speak, incapacitated, can't take actions or reactions. Let me see. Unconscious, incapacitated creature, drops whenever it's holding.
I'm fairly certain that it's any form of incapacitation, as sad as I am to say it.
Let me double check. Okay, yeah, because you're technically considered incapacitated. Yes, you do drop the monkey form. Unfortunately.
Okay.
Sorry, man.
No worries. I chunked her health. I mean, I would have done the same.
Whew. Yeah, she couldn't tolerate that anymore. Okay, so that was her action. Let me see here. Yeah, she's gonna stay where she is. That was her whole action. Yep. So there's a tiny little hovering monkey crystal that is around the Frostmaiden.
No longer a monkey crystal.
It's like you were kind of like in like the throes of transferring back, so it's like this weird mix of kobold and ape. It's really strange. It's like your little kobold yeti, with like a tail and everything.
Hideous silicon.
But that with her turn done, Meepo, it is now your turn. What will you do, Meepo?
You muted?
Any second now. Are you muted, Steven? Uh-oh.
I think it's safe to assume thinking, not muted.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
So, trying to decide between two things here. I want to double check.
Fair enough, fair enough. It's a lot just happened just then.
Oh, I don't have to decide. Look at that. Great.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, I have to make the dex save, is it?
Acrobatics check.
Acrobatics check. I made that check without disadvantage earlier, but I should have had disadvantage, so...
Do it now, then.
Acrobatic...
8. You fall prone.
You still have emboldening bond.
Right? Sorry, I keep forgetting that. I need to stop jumping the gun.
No, but I always roll ones on emboldened.
Oh. Never mind. I ruined it. I jinxed it. I'm sorry.
Well, that just means that you take half your movement to stand up again, and then...
Yeah, and I can use half of my movement to use the the Balm of Peace movement anyway. It's not a big issue. And I can up to my speed. So half of my movement to stand up for my movement for my turn, and then up to my speed for movement for. Oh wait, I've got mobile. I'm gonna move up next to Hawks. So I'm going to do. Yeah, I'll do Mass Healing Word, and then that. So that's. Yeah, like I said, stuck on one. 6 healing to everybody who it can affect, which wouldn't include Scales, sadly. And then for Balm of Peace, it's 2d6 plus 5.
I'm just gonna say I'm glad you weren't rolling these ones
Like that?
for your death saves, yeah.
It almost put me back at full.
Almost.
But yeah, 7 to Hawks as well.
That's abysmal.
Yeah,
That's a lot of one.
that's how I roll health.
Beacon of Hope is the necessity here.
Right, I had it on, and then she took me out in 1.5 hits.
It's okay. We're still in this to win this.
Yeah, we're still okay for now. So, that's my turn. I don't think I have anything else. I've used all my movement, bonus action.
Okay. End of your turn. She's going to use a legendary. She's going to use 2 legendary actions as the ice around her form begins to coalesce and shatters. I need both Hawks. Wait, hold on. Let me double check the ability real quick. Oh, there is no save for this. You just take the damage. Never mind. So in that case, Skanuk, Hawks, and the contraption take 4 points of cold damage.
Hey.
I do not mind that as much as I thought I was going to.
I heard, oh, there's no save, and I was concerned.
Yeah, that's why there's no save, because it's... Yeah. That means Skanuk, it is your turn.
But then there's also the Marut and the Avatar of Death that don't require attack rolls to hit you, and they deal obscene amounts of damage.
The lair action on the Annis Hag, is it? That does the cauldron smoke, also has some pretty hefty damage with no saves allowed. Personal experience. Personal experience there.
Yeah, sorry, buddy. Sorry, man.
Michael, if you're ever wondering why Bruce came into that campaign at the moment he did, that was exactly what got us in the position he saved us from. It's lots of damage on the nose with no prevention of any kind allowed.
Well, clearly you guys didn't have enough Velociraptor.
Clearly.
Yes.
That was the answer to that. So she does get... What? Sorry?
I was going to say, considering that you, one-turned her once you actually showed up, that was... Yeah.
Specifically because the Velociraptors ignored her resistances, which was fun.
Velociraptors are the most terrifying thing you can summon with conjure animals, being 8 creatures with pack tactics and 2 attacks. So yeah, that was... There's a reason I didn't use them after that. That was overpowered. But I'm going to take a step back. She does get an attack of opportunity on me.
And which she will take.
Come on, then.
22.
Oof.
I can make her re-roll it.
I mean, honestly, I can also shield it. I'm debating to shield it. Yeah, I haven't actually used that many spell slots. I'm going to shield it.
Okay.
So that does not hit. Because my AC is obscene. And I thought I told you to fuck off and die. And now Skanuk is going to cast another spell. And that spell is going to be Scorching Ray. Because clearly we need a lot of fire. It's the best damage spell he has for this moment. Also, arguably the best damage spell he has.
Okay,
19.
19.
17.
Natural 1.
Ooh, natural 1.
But those other 2 hit.
So that would be... You've got to be joking.
Oh.
That would be 6, and... that's better.
So good news.
15.
There's very good news here. As you shoot her with these scorching rays, it seems the ice on her form begins to melt. It seems she takes more damage in this form from fire.
Oh, yeah.
So that was 26, and then 6 more for... So it's 6 times 2, 20, 38 damage then?
Wait, no, that doesn't seem right. 2 plus 4 is 6, and then 8 fire damage. The arcane firearm only appears once.
Yeah.
Ah, I see.
Only applies to the first one, sadly. I should also roll my acrobatics check. Oh.
Oh.
So I only get moved 5 feet. Can only get up to here. And then the cannon is going to also take a step back. Give Meepo some cover, but not yet half cover, because that's a very high level ability. And 4 splits to the face.
Okay, that will hit.
I should have had it move the other way, actually. Oh well.
That's fine. She will get punted 5 feet. Or rather, 5 feet this way, technically.
Taking 11 force damage.
Owie!
Where was that roll when I had...
Fire.
Yeah, right?
Maybe it tried to roll an 8 because it's a d6, it wrapped all the way around to a 2. That's my logic thing. But I'll tell myself at night. Sobbing. Alright. Yeah, that will be my turn.
Alright, good news. You prevented her legendary action from striking Hux again. Not that it took hit anyway. But that means it is Scale's turn, and because you are encased in the ice, you are going to take... Hold on. No, 19 points of cold damage, and you can make the charisma save again, this time with your own stats. Thankfully, much better as a bard than it is as an ape.
That is true. If he's still conscious.
Considering he didn't take much and
He was
before
in
being
the
an
ice
ape.
when he was hit, wasn't he?
15. Unfortunately, you are still trapped in the ice, my friend.
Boldening Bond, 18.
How you looking, buddy?
Boldening Bond.
It's in Boldening Bond, it's 18.
18? Let me double check. 18. 18 is unfortunately still not enough.
Can I see him?
Yes, you can... Hold on, I need to... It's very specific on being affected by things. It says very specific wording. Double check. Has total cover against attacks and other effects outside the crystal. So unfortunately, you cannot target whoever is inside the crystal.
Damn.
Unfortunately.
Like shouts encouragement, but Scales can't hear him.
The crystal itself is targetable, like for damage, but you cannot target whoever's inside the crystal.
Also, I'm doing okay. I'm at about half health.
Okay. So that is your turn. Hawks, it is now your turn. You can see she's struggling to maintain this form. The ice begins to crack and splinter.
So she's still under the effects of the roar from last turn.
Yes.
And the question is, should I use my last roar and push, or should I just take advantage of the roar that's already there and wait another turn? And I think I'm going to do that. I'm not going to roar. Because I don't really have another bonus action to do, I am going to just activate the Frost Rune as, like, a matter of fact. So it's +2 bonus to all ability checks and saving throws for Strength and Con
Okay.
for the next 10 minutes. So I'm going to do that just to have it on hand. It doesn't really help me right now, but I still have the Roar advantage, so that's 2 more Battle Axe attacks. And a 24 and a 16.
The 16 will just hit.
And there is 6 more damage on top of all of that. So that is 9 and 11. 20 slashing damage.
She is still up. But just barely. And unfortunately, she is looking around the situation. Is it your turn, Hawks?
Yeah, I don't think there's any more movement I want to do. So that is that.
I have a decision to make as a DM here, because it's her lair action now. She has a specific ability. I need to double check something. This is...
No holding back.
Okay.
Why would you say this?
He's giving me permission.
Strange.
He's giving permission! He's giving me the oath!
No.
Deities would not.
No, I understand. I understand.
It would be a sound strategy if there's a combination of encasing someone in crystal and, like, I don't know, shattering said crystal and dealing massive damage.
Not quite as bad, but more. Oh, you'll see.
I'm worried that she's gonna like teleport away with the crystal.
Shit, you found me out,
That's
man.
my fear. Fuck. Oh no.
You watch as she gazes towards the ceiling, and back to all of you, and back to Meepo. One life for another. Find me up above. And she will disappear, teleporting the crystal with her.
I don't think I have counterspell, do I?
And this is where our revived savage comes back in.
Perfect.
Dude.
We're switching up between 2 characters.
Well, people, you have some rounds to get to the top of Grimskull.
Before the whole thing collapses on us?
Well,
I think before Scales fucking dies.
Yes, both.
so, changing up the music a little bit here. Actually, no, not that one. So, Meepo, the Frostmaiden is gone, along with your friend. But combat,
Action,
it's still going.
action dash. So, when I use the dash action, difficult terrain doesn't cost movement on that turn.
Okay, it's technically not difficult terrain, but
I know.
I won't
was
make you. I
wondering
won't
if-
make you make
I
the
was
check.
wondering if that. Okay. So I basically just like push off the wall.
Yeah, you basically slide like Akuma did. Oh,
Yeah.
sad.
I can't worry about that right now.
Yeah.
80 feet.
All right, I will put you. I'm gonna copy paste you to the other map. I'm gonna, be off map for now. So basically,
And
just
then
put
I'm gonna
yourself at the top of the
use-
stairs.
Cure wounds on myself.
All right.
Or wait, that's a bonus action. No, that's an action. I need to use the other one instead. Healing word, which is the bonus action. So it's not a D6, it's a D4. Plus 5, which is more. So hey.
All right. Is that your turn?
Action, bonus action, movement. Yep.
You said 80 feet. You said.
Yeah, 80 feet. So I
Okay.
moved 65 to get there, and I have 15 more.
Okay. In that case, let me move you a little bit further on the other map then. 10, 5, 15. Okay, so you'll be there. Okay, so when everyone gets around that point, I'll change maps.
Okay.
So the turn order will be wonky because it'll be a different map, but I'll still have the turn order up.
Okay.
Okay, so that means Skanuk, it is now your turn.
Okay. Hawks, can you carry my cannon? It's slow.
Sure, I guess.
Yep. Okay. And Skunk will bolt after Meepo.
You
Dashing
should just
all
have
the
a
way.
climb on him.
Yeah, he'd do it.
Shoulder
so-
mounted force ballista.
Yep. Okay, so do we still have to worry about the acrobatics check for
You do, yes, unfortunately.
Okay. 22.
Okay, you're good.
Okay, so I got here, and I get to. So that was 15. This is 35. If I'm dashing, I have a 60 movement speed, so I have 25 feet at the top of the stairs.
You're 25 feet left at the top of the stairs?
Yes, but I probably wouldn't pass Meepo if I catch up with her. I don't remember how far she moved.
Okay, so in that case...
I moved 15.
15.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll move you right next to Meepo on the other map. Okay, good. Got that. Alright. So, Scales, let me describe the scene for you as... Actually, hold on. I can do something better. Hang on.
Actually, no, I think I would pass Meepo if that's alright. I'm sorry.
Wait, hang on. That shouldn't be the case, because it's technically not there. Eh. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Give me just a moment while I prepare something. So, Scales, what you would see in you at least are able to still see, even though you're stunned. You're a little bit woozy from the numbing cold inside the crystal. But outside, you can see the very top of Grimskull as the Frostmaiden staggers towards what appears to be a giant nest in the center of the tower. And up above, you see a curious sight. You see the rock that the Frostmaiden rides is currently having a mid-air battle with Muerte. And currently it seems to be Muerte has gotten onto the rock's back and is currently pecking on the back of the rock.
Best bird. Best bird to you.
I guess that's what she would do.
So, when you guys said that you sent Muerte out, the rock went out to meet Muerte and grab her. I rolled something on the side, and Muerte beat out the rock's strength to escape.
Even with the 3 levels of exhaustion?
Oh yeah,
Wow.
Muerte's just that good. Now, whether she'll stay alive is a different matter, but so far she's alive. I just need to set everything up on my end, so give me just a second. Sorry, forgive me. I also need to grab the rocks token as well because that would be there. Oh, it's already there. Good. So the rock's health would currently be at that. Okay, so let me move the map up a little bit. Reveal. I said reveal, please. Alright. Lots of maneuvering here, apologies. There we go. Much better. Although for some reason roll 20. There we go. Now you can see all that. Okay, there we go. Okay, so while you will need to make the charisma saving throw again, Scales, but in the case that you do not make the save, I will allow you to control Muerte to attack the rock, which, by the way, is also added to the initiative order on its own turn now. Wait, no, that's not a 1d10. So make another charisma saving throw for me. And then Muerte. Can you guys still hear me? Am I okay?
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
just checking. For some reason, I can't see Muerte's sheet. Yeah, just go ahead and make that charisma save for me, Caleb. Where is Muerte? There's Muerte's shit stats. Guess she's at the very top.
I think you moved it to the top for me.
9. 19. 20. Double checking. You were one away. You are still in ice.
Good.
Ooh, you take 20 points of cold damage.
Bigger oof.
Big oof. But if you like, let's see here. Let's see. Yes, when it comes to Muerte's turn, actually no, Muerte would have come around. So I will let you make some attacks with Muerte if you wish.
Gladly.
Yeah, because right now Muerte is just on the back of the rock, just pecking on its plumage.
Out of war music intensifies.
Rosero Altoro.
Does it have weak points she needs to climb to, like in Shadow of Colossus?
No, but 24 will definitely hurt it.
24 and a 28.
All right. 20. Okay, both will hit.
Morte have improved critical?
Yes.
Okay, then that second one is a crit.
Haha!
Because you rolled a 19.
Even better. Ooh, 8
That's
more
eight
slashing.
damage.
Oof!
I seem to remember it being mentioned that she had improved critical.
Nope,
which
and you're
is-
completely right.
She has a frankly terrifying combination of features. I'll be honest. She frightens me.
Alright. So that, plus the damage that Morte has already done. There we go.
Oh god.
Yeah, well, Morte's, well, we'll see what happens on Morte's turn, because the Rock is not going to take too kindly to that. Let me see here. So that was Scale's turn. Technically Morte's. Now it is Iskra, Steed of the Frostmaiden's turn. Now, the Burb is going to try and throw Muerte off. Right over... actually, no. Man, yeah, you know what? She's gonna fly up. She's gonna fly up high into the sky. Around 120 feet up into the air. Now a good 200 feet above the top. So if you... Let me see. I need to... Every time this comes up, I need to double check these rules. Climbing onto a larger creature. I decided to do this myself, but... Okay, I need, if you could for me, Caleb, could you go ahead and make an athletics check using, or acrobatics check for Muerte, please?
That's a 12.
12. Unfortunately, that is a 22. Muerte will begin to plummet towards the top of the tower at breakneck speed. And will splat onto the ground. Muerte will go unconscious on impact.
No, she won't.
No, she won't, in fact. Because she is relentless! And comes back at 1. And thus she spies a new target. But can she survive the
One health,
Frostmaiden?
and it's like, God.
You think that'll stop Muerte? No!
I'm betting on the bird.
Moving back, though. Hawks.
Even deities are prey for Muerte Blanca.
Beauty
She don't
God.
care.
So I have the cannon on my shoulder at this point.
You
I don't know how long it's going to take to get up the stairs, so I'm actually going to use my bonus action to refresh the Giant's Might. So I have Giant's Might and the Frost Rune active. Frost Rune lasts 10 minutes, so there's no way that's going away in the span, but just want to make sure the Giant's Might sticks around, so... Because I can't carry the cannon if I don't have that. And
True.
then I will take the dash action, which will leave me with 5 feet of movement when I hit the top of the stairs. Or... Yeah, 5 feet of movement when I hit the top of the stairs.
Okay.
With the cannon on my shoulder.
Alright, and that means everyone is back up on the map. So that means I need to make some adjustments here. Boom, boom. So that means the map can change now. Alright. As you're all kind of coming up onto the stairs, the ice mephits all kind of stare down at you. They don't seem to be reacting right now. They seem to be kind of cowering in fear, except Sopo, who just kind of waves and gives you a thumbs up. But otherwise, I believe that's your turn. Right, Hawks?
Yes.
Alright. Which means it's back to the Frostmaiden's turn. The Frostmaiden is going to advance towards Muerte. I could simply attack Muerte. That would be the easy thing to do. Hey, you know what? Yeah, you know what? I will. But can I hit Muerte? Unfortunately.
Yes.
Unfortunately, the answer is yes. Clang! The icy mace brings down upon Muerte's head as Muerte struggles to get back to their feet after falling 200 feet and living. She is brought down, and the Frostmaiden begins to lift Muerte's body. Not able to do anything with it yet, because her action was to bring her down, but we'll see what happens as Muerte is knocked unconscious.
For the first time in forever.
Seriously? I think it might actually be the first time. Actually, no, wait, no. I believe the giant woman, I believe, knocked her unconscious.
Gods and giants are the only things that can knock unconscious a axe beak. A lone axe beak.
But yeah, Muerte is down for now. Which means Muerte needs to make a death saving throw. I will roll this one. One pass. And we descend back down again. Meepo, it is your turn.
I'm going to... She went upstairs, I'm assuming? Do we know?
You assume she told you she would meet her. Oh god, I can't speak. She told you to see her up above, so you assume upward, and you remember there being some stairs up over there.
Yeah, I saw the stairs over here. I'm gonna go that way. I have 80 feet dash, so...
Meepo zoom in.
Zoom in.
Under the table.
Oh yeah, the table is made for giants, so you're easily able to duck and weave under the table.
And that was, what, 60 feet? 50 feet. So I have 30 more feet from the bottom of the stairs.
Basically right to the top there.
Yep. That's action to dash. Can I see Morte?
Unfortunately, you cannot, but I can reveal on a different map where you would have ended up.
There's another floor.
Oh yeah.
Infinite floors.
So I will tell you what you see at the moment. So what you see right here.
This is the top.
You're close, I'll tell you that. You can feel the wind beating. Let me see here. Hold on. Nope, I'm on the wrong page. Sorry, forgive me. One moment.
Down at the bottom of the screen. Okay.
Okay. From right now, you appear to be looking at a semicircular throne room that has a forest of icicles hanging from the ceiling. Some of them around 8 feet long. And against the curved wall to the south stands an enormous throne of ice that is decorated with carved images of winter wolves and mastodons. And across from the throne, there is a north wall to a doorway, which is over here. I said a doorway.
So I can see the doorway.
You can see the doorway. And because of the distance, I would say you would technically, by that also same measure, see there's a staircase going upward as well, because you can technically barely see it.
Okay. Good to know.
So that means, Ganuk, it is your turn.
All right. I started running. You know what? I have an idea. Hang on, let me check something. So I'm going to cast a spell. I'm going to cast Expeditious Retreat. For its real purpose, which is charging into battle foolishly. So I'm going to cast that. I'm going to use my action to use my spell Refueling Ring to get a spell slot back. And then I'm going to dash 60 feet, which gets me here.
Okay.
That will be my entire turn. But I'm keeping up a bit more with Meepo now, hopefully.
Okay. So.
I'm
Scales.
also going to
Oh, go ahead.
I'm also going to take the moment to mention that I'm switching my pistol for the arcane firearm. In case that wasn't. I think we used that. We did that earlier, but just as a note.
I'll say it's fine. It's fine. All right, Scales. Moment of truth. Can you pass this charisma saving throw?
Does that do it?
It certainly fucking does. Shoo! So, let me double check. So that was the end of your turn, technically. So you don't... Good news. You don't take any more damage. You are right in the middle of the nest, though. You also see in the nest, there is actually a silver dragon egg. And a bunch of other junk in here. How about that?
Neat.
Yeah, big old treasure chest. Lots of good loot here. Unfortunately,
Out of the frying pan and into the fire.
Yep. So, it is now Iskra, steed of the Frostmaiden's turn. The bird is going to land on the ground next to her master. It's going to kind of bend down, as if kind of stooping for the Frostmaiden to get on. It will stare down at you, suddenly appearing. It's going to make a couple attacks against you.
Thing could move 200 feet.
Wait, hold on.
Because it dropped Muerte 200 feet.
Yes, it did. Thank you. Thank you for reminding me. So instead it's going to dash, and it will not be able to attack you. Thank you so much for that, Mike. Thank you. Well, let's go with all that's going on, multiple levels. I forget some things. Thank you for that.
Movement saves your life.
It does. So, but it does move. It does move next to you, moving slightly into the nest, even though the egg is technically behind there. There we go. So that's that. Hawks. So you have some decisions to make, before,
Hawks really doesn't have a choice but to dash. I'm just trying to figure out how to do this. Hawks doesn't care about difficult terrain because of his boots, so he's just going to run over the table.
All right.
He'll end up right here. And that's really the best he can do. Because, none of his bonus actions or anything would do anything right now.
Was that your dash?
That was my dash. It's 60 feet.
Okay. Double check.
Big map
Mobile's really helpful.
is.
Alrighty. That is your turn. Now we go back to the Frostmaiden. The Frostmaiden will climb up upon her steed.
Where was Muerte's saving throw this turn?
It hasn't. Oh wait, no. I see why that happened. It's because Muerte, for some reason, was not. It's out of order. So Muerte, thank you for that. Thank you for the help, guys. I appreciate it. 3. So 1 pass, 1 fail.
Oof. Muerte, my girl.
Yep. Yeah. So she climbs onto the back of her steed. She looks down at you, Scales. She will raise the mace into the air, and you'll see spikes begin to apparate out of the edge of the mace. And she points it down at you, and she will launch 3 of these darts at you. That's an 11.
Miss.
A 12. And a
I believe that's-
10. All will miss. As you're like, dodging, serpentine.
Feverish dodging.
Do the kobold dodge dance. To that.
You're basically Dark Souls rolling. But yeah. That is the Frostmaiden's turn. Alright, so that does mean it's technically back to Muerte's turn because I forgot her death save from the past turn. So this would be a new death save, correct?
Please.
That's 2 failures. Meepo, you're our only hope.
My turn?
Really?
It's your turn.
Then I'm going to... action... dash.
Let me reveal, let's see.
I thought you were gonna say action surge for a minute, reveal that Meepo had a level of fighter all
I
along.
thought about taking a level of fighter the moment Hawk said something about being a fighter, and I was like, that would be pretty helpful. So I'm gonna get to the top of the stairs doing this, right?
Yes, you would. So you would be right there.
And with that, I can see Scales and Muerte, right?
Yep.
Mass healing word again.
Excellent.
That's a D4 plus 5 for each of us. Seven for Muerte, 7 for me, and 7 for Scales. I'm back at full.
Excellent. You will see the Frostmaiden's claws grip the plumage of the rock more fiercely, and the rock bucks at the grip, the clenching. Is that your turn, Meepo?
That is my turn. I don't think I have anything else because I actioned to dash and I bonus action to heal.
Alright. Then Skanuk, it is your turn.
I'm going to run and bonus action dash, which would be 60 feet of movement. Does that give me a view on anything? Probably not.
Alright, so
Definitely not.
So first, we got
30 to the top of those stairs.
30 to the top. Okay, so let me move you to the other map then. A lot of map changing here. It's kind of wonky, a little fun.
Yep.
So you're
Verticality.
right there.
And then 30 will get me here. Oh god, so much space. 60. So if I also action dash, I could get all the way up to near the foot of those stairs. So I don't think I'll be able to contribute this round. Actually, wait, no. Maybe I can shave some. I can get to here, is anything visible from that space?
From that space, you can see Meepo, but that's all you can see.
That's not what I was looking.
Yeah, from the angle you're at, I would say you maybe see like the tip of a wing, but that's about all you see.
I see. I see.
Yeah, just from the angle that you're currently at.
I wouldn't be able to, I would not be able to fire a shot, is what I'm assuming.
You could technically fire a shot, but it would, the rock would have 3/4 cover at +5 AC.
But I do have advantage.
You would, technically.
Oh no, I used my action to dash, as well as my bonus action. To get the 90 feet.
Unfortunate.
Never mind then. I guess I'm just here. Next turn, I'll get in.
You're eyeing him warily.
Yep.
He's
That
got
is
him in
my
his
turn.
sights! By the skin of his teeth! Scales, it is your turn.
I'm going to.
Does Morte go before or after Meepo?
Oh, gosh darn it.
Muerte, yeah.
Well, no, she went, she goes before,
did
but
that save.
you just healed, Meepo just healed Morte.
Right. She did the death save, and then I healed her.
Yep.
Okay, good. I was wondering. So that means she'll probably get knocked down again instead of being able to hit, but that's fine. Still, her tanking a hit. Ooh.
Hmm. Okay.
You, bird, obey my will.
How's that?
Alright. What do you got for me, buddy?
Land.
It is actually already on the ground.
Fall prone.
Okay, there we go. Okay, gotcha. Okay.
He wouldn't have said land if he'd seen it on the ground already.
He wouldn't have, yeah, so...
Ooh,
Alright.
grovel. That's a fun one.
Bend the knee.
Ooh. Alright, so this is a wisdom save, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
-7.
Imagine that grovel could backfire if used on a kobold, because we do have a feature for that.
So minus
Lol, that would be
4.
so funny.
So with the bonus and then minus the 7. 16.
What's his bonus?
His bonus is a +4 to wisdom, so I minus the 4 and then minus the 3 for 16.
He rolled
Wait.
a 19.
Oh, -3. Okay, I thought that was +3.
Yeah, sorry, buddy. I know, I'm sorry, man.
Jeez. Okay.
That's a fun idea.
He just rolled so freaking high.
Seriously, like
And I rolled a 7. Even a maximum, it wouldn't have helped. Dang.
Right.
sorry, man.
Oh,
Ah,
good. That's crazy. I didn't expect a rock to have that much wisdom.
yeah, neither did I. But that's just part of their bonuses. They don't have any legendary saves, but they got the bonuses. It's like a Kraken almost.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
that
It's the sky
is that.
version of a Kraken.
Guy Kraken.
Die, Kraken, die. Die, Kraken, die. Alright, so... It's now Iskra's
tough.
turn.
I should have just dodged.
Eh.
Yeah, start.
Iskra is going to... Yeah, it's gonna take a beak against you. Scales. As it rears back, as you attempted to command it, and almost like the Helmrock King from Wind Waker, it strikes the nest down upon you. For a 19 to hit.
19 hits.
Alright, so you're
have
going
shield.
to take... You take 29 points of damage.
I'm unconscious.
Well, that healing didn't help as much as I was hoping.
Alright. And let's see here. She's also going to attack the other thing that's been pestering it with its talons.
Isn't Morte still on his back?
Not anymore,
it's on
no.
the
Muerte
ground.
fell off.
She dropped it 200 feet, remember?
No, I mean, like, didn't Oral pick up Morte and climb onto his back? I thought she was gonna, like, fly away with her.
No, that's what she seemed like she was going to do, but
She dropped
Yeah.
him when
she dropped him.
scales came out.
Fair enough.
But it is still going to attack Muerte with the talons, or attempt to. For a 21. For 25 points, which knocks Muerte down again. And the rock will take off into the air. With the Frostmaiden on its back. Right above you, Meepo. And this time you get a much clearer view, Skanuk.
Oh. Oh, no. This is much worse.
Alright.
Question.
Yes.
Before I get to my turn later. If the rock were to be, say, put in a bubble, would Arl be shunted off of the rock?
That's an excellent question.
Just bringing that possibility up. For future use, just-
It would certainly be, very funny if, suddenly happened to Oral. Wouldn't it? We'll see. I would say the odds are strongly in your favor if that were to happen. But right now it is Hawks' turn.
Hawks doesn't have much more he can do than attempt to dash again and trudge up the stairs. 15, so he'll have 20 feet of movement left at the top of the stairs.
Alright. Yeah, sorry, man. Is that it's like...
And so he'll get to here, and he'll still be large.
Yep.
And he has the cannon on his shoulder still.
That he does. I believe... Did I not take it with me? I guess I did. Hang on. Copy. No! Dang it, I didn't want to copy Hawks again. Darn it, instead of hitting paste, I hit copy on you again. Sorry. Sorry! Bunch of beans.
More Hawkses.
It's a bunch of beans, I say. I wanted to do it right. Okay, here we go. Putting it there this time. There we go. Okay. So that's your turn?
Yep.
Alright, now everyone is on the same battle map. It's now the Frostmaiden's turn. As she will point the mace at you, Meepo. She will fire off 3 darts. Do you still have Sanctuary up, right?
Sanctuary never ends.
How long does the Sanctuary last again? You still would have it up, I believe, because it's a minute. Or no, it's an hour or is it a minute?
It's 10 minutes, I think.
10 minutes? Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, it's still up. So that means, for each one, Wisdom save.
No, it's 1 minute.
Okay, you still would have it up technically, because it hasn't
10
been...
turns.
It hasn't been 10 turns yet, but it's getting there. But still.
So wisdom save on it.
So no. No.
16.
So
22.
one will go through. The others they will have to attack Scales or Muerte. So
Both of them are unconscious.
both of them are unconscious, but they're both prone. So it cancels out any advantage they would get from you being unconscious.
She could also probably see Sknuk. Possibly see Sknuk.
Just barely. You would have a little bit of cover, like half cover perhaps. Yeah, you know what? You're also a valuable target. So there's a couple valuable targets I can hit. But one will go through.
Bitch.
So one will be... That'll be a 17 hit Meepo.
That hits.
Alright, you will take 5 points of piercing damage plus 6 points of cold damage.
Okay, am I concentrating on anything? That's the next question.
I don't believe you are, to my knowledge.
Yeah, I don't think I cast any other concentration spells yet.
Alright, so that does mean hard. That makes... Yeah, one's gonna go at Sknuk. That's a 25 to hit you, Sknuk.
That'll hit. That's the perfect score to hit, even if I cast shield, so I'm not even gonna bother.
Well, you would have half cover because of the angle, so technically you have a +2 to your AC, your base AC.
Okay, I have a really dumb question for you.
Yes, what is your
I need
question?
to just double check this. I can see Sknuk from here, even though I can't see the attacker, and therefore I can force a reroll.
Okay. So just out of the corner of your vision, you would see the icicle just about to hit Sknuk before it misses the target.
Not even remotely.
Yes! What a move!
That's a power move right there. Alright, so just for that, she's gonna try and attack you again, Sknuk. 18.
Ah, no.
This time you were ready for it.
Yep, this time Sknuk was ready.
Alright, that does mean that is the Frostmaiden's turn, and it is now Muerte's turn, which means another success.
Good.
That's 2 successes, 2 failures, I believe.
No, she came back up before the successes. So
Oh, that's right.
was
She
at-
refreshed them, so she's at 1 failure,
Flat.
1 success.
she's at 1 failure?
Oh,
I don't
no.
think she's even at 1 failure.
No.
That's
sorry.
her first.
I'm sorry. Don't mind me. I'm being dumb. My memory.
Nope, it's a lot of stuff going on.
Long day.
Yeah.
Long day.
So you're good. It's just 1 success so far. That's the first time she's had to roll since she went down.
Yep. Which means it's your turn again.
Right.
So currently, the beast is about 10 feet above you.
Then I'm going to move here.
Okay. You will see its beak seems to have a longer reach than its talons do. In case that will affect your decision.
I have Sanctuary on still.
You do.
First, I'm going to cast Death Ward on myself. And then I'm going to move.
Okay, first Sanctuary. 9. No.
And you're death warded.
And you're dead
Yep.
warded.
Let's put that there. And I also have Sanctuary, which is... Let's put that. And that's action movement. I don't have any cantrips that I can use here, so... I will channel Divinity again. And I'm going to move 5, 10, next to both of them, so they get 11 healing to both Scales and Morte.
Woo. as they are brought back up yet again.
And then I'm going to move a little further away. Just to make it a little harder for cones. In area of effect things.
Alrighty.
That's my last channel of divinity. Thanks to that long rest.
Which means Skinnuck, it is now your turn again.
I'm going to guess. So, okay. Do they look like they're like leaving Iskra and the Frostmaiden?
It seems that way.
They're leaving?
Or at least trying to get a more advantageous position. It seems more like the Frostmaiden is riding the rock into battle while basically trying to prevent you from dogpiling her like last time. She is using the rock to her advantage.
Oh, part of me wants to meme. What's the current heading of the rock? This is such like a weird.
Currently the rock is
I know.
heading somewhat this direction over here.
Okay. I'd like to hold. I'd like to, I guess, move up onto this place. Yeah, it'll be able to go. Yeah, I'll move up to the top of the stairs, which I guess would be like kind of under him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so right now the stairs, from where the stairs are, the rock is currently flapping their wings, hovering 10 feet above the stairway.
Okay. So I don't want to go quite all the way up then.
Yeah, you know the beak has a longer reach than the talons do.
Okay, I'm gonna gonna go a little bit up. Hopefully you can't like fly down and hit me. I'm going to hold my action for if the rock flies flies such that it's not over the top of the tower anymore.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah, that is going to be what I do.
Alright. Scales, it is your turn.
It's a meme, but we need a meme to survive now. I think Steven might have figured out my plan.
I said land.
Alright, so that is a... What did you roll for the unsettling words? 6.
-6.
So minus...
So it's -2 this time instead of 3.
That is a 10.
Oh, that's always a turn. Alright.
Alright.
I mean, it can't do anything but land on its turn, though, so it won't be doing anything, thankfully.
That is true.
And I'm over here.
Now I'm way over here.
Alright. Thankfully, it'll now be Iskra's turn, and as the bird is trying to fly across and over the edge of the tower, it suddenly grasps the edge and lands right where it stands. Right here. As the Frostmaiden tugs on its plumage, letting out a terrible shrill shriek, she can do nothing as her steed will not move. All right. Hux.
Yes, I can move with a dash. To just behind Skinnuck.
Oh, hey.
And
Get it?
Bird big.
I probably have a beat on the bird and not on the Frostmaiden,
Correct.
but I did have to dash, so I really can't actually do anything.
That's fine. Canony is with you.
Yep. That will be Hox's turn.
Alright. It's now the Frostmaiden's turn again. She is not happy with Meepo, but if she can't attack Meepo directly, then she will attack those close and dear to her.
You going after Morsa? Does that accomplish her goal?
Well, considering her bird can't fly away, yes.
I was more making a joke about Morte and Meepo not getting along.
We don't not get along. We just exist near each other.
So
There are some philosophical disagreements.
Muerte is prone, but not unconscious. These would be a disadvantage. But if I was going to attack Scales, these wouldn't be a disadvantage. So I'm going to do a test run. One of these darts will go at Muerte with disadvantage. A natural 1. So 1 will go at Scales for a 25 to hit. 4. 7 points of piercing and 3 points of cold on Scales. And because you're so close and she knows relative health, she's going to try and attack you again, Scales. Because Muerte is in a worse position to hit. However,
Meepo's relationship with Muerte is like Tempest's relationship with Eldath.
exactly. However, the 9 will miss you, Scales.
Coward's luck.
Coward's luck, baby.
Didn't Meepo heal you for 11?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's... Oh dear.
But now
And
it
they
is
say combat
Muerte's
damage.
turn. The terror of the tundra. Muerte
And an angry
Blanca.
bird.
Muerte Blanca.
I mean, if this is her competition, I believe it.
The flash of her beak, her claws like a streak. Muerte Blanca, Muerte Blanca. So, which are you attacking, the rock or the Frostmaiden?
She's gonna attack the bird.
The bird. Okay, so that will definitely hit the burb.
She has a grudge against this individual.
Yeah. I don't think she's noticed the Frostmaiden's there.
Alright, that will also hit.
This is a battle of birds.
Battle of the bird.
Tunnel vision.
Let them fight.
Let them fight.
Hmm.
Alright, 16 points of slashing damage. The bird is quite hefty. It is very healthy, but it has slowly been whittled down by Muerte in the previous fight. Still quite healthy.
Hey, wait a second. He's actually quite large.
Well, he's a gargantuan creature.
Interesting. I had a thought.
But that is Muerte's turn, which means Meepo, it is your turn again.
Is Sanctuary still up?
It will last this round, and then it will end.
We haven't forced any legendary saves out of the Frostmaiden, have we?
Nope.
Nope.
Honestly,
Just beat the shit out of
she was doing advantage on saves against magic before, and so it's kind of been the sort of thing where it's like, yeah,
It
not
just
gonna
don't
bother.
work.
Yeah, not gonna bother.
Fair enough.
But you did have that other idea.
Yeah, but that would ruin Muerte's fun.
Which is better, fun or survival? Well, that's just me.
Can I get a beat on what Arl's looking like?
This form is extremely haggard, actually.
Okay.
She has been on single digits for several turns.
I think I'm gonna cast aid on Muerte myself and her skills. So each of us gets 5 hit points to our maximum until basically tomorrow. But you could put it as sort of repeating temporary hit points.
Fair enough.
So that's an action. And then I'm going to move over to here. And that's my turn.
Okay. Skanuk, it is your turn.
Okay, well. I'm reasonably certain that if I angle this right, I can hit both of these guys and not anyone else by casting the spell Shatter. Which is a 10-foot radius, or is it a 20-foot radius? 10-foot radius. Oh, wow, that's actually quite easy then.
Indeed.
So, yeah, I'm
She's,
going to...
wait, she's made of ice.
Yes. So it cancels out.
Yes. I'll be casting the spell Shatter.
Alright, so that means she's going to be a straight roll for her.
Yep.
She does have a good bonus because she is a goddess. That is a 24. She will take half.
I'm okay with it.
The rock, though.
And also...
The rock also has a good bonus. Actually, they have the same bonus, interestingly enough, at this
That's
point.
true. It is going to be half and half. I'm just thinking to hit both of them, honestly.
Well, you
Especially
might...
it's
Go ahead, go roll damage.
16 thunder damage.
So got down the half. So, what happens, you will watch as the brittle maiden is knocked asunder. And yet, where the brittle maiden once stood, as the ice from her form starts to crumble, in her chest, where the heart would be, is a single glowing crystal. Her essence in all of its entirety. This is her final form. The last stand for the Frostmaiden. So, let me retrieve that token. Can you all best the womb of winter? Alright, turn order suddenly disappeared for me. There we go. So, that was Canuck's turn. Actually, there it is. So that's your turn, Skanuk. Do you have any other movement or anything else you'd like to do?
Let's see. That was my action. My bonus action is I'm going to have the cannon on Hawks' shoulder shooter.
Okay.
For a 24.
Let's see, 24. All right, that will hit.
Dealing 6 force damage.
6 points of force damage. She'll be knocked. The crystal will be knocked off. And as it is, you will watch as ice and snow suddenly begins to whirl around the crystal.
Oh, that could be bad.
Let me see here. Double check.
So now is when we run,
Not quite yet, but it seems that the crystal is readying something in its defense. But is that your turn, Scales? Oh, sorry, Skanuk.
I'm going to go ahead and back up a little bit. Pardon me, going to be a little bit behind Hawks. Yep. Choose life. As one does. Yep. That's a good spot. That's a good spot for you. Yep, that's my turn.
All right, Scales, it is your turn.
Hey, that shatter worked pretty well. I have that too.
Oh, what did the bird make it say? It did, okay.
It did, yeah. It took the damage.
Okay.
Or rather, I didn't do the damage yet, but there it is. It did take the damage now.
Cool. That's a lot of health.
It's a lot of health.
He's a beefy boy.
And I will center that so that the rock and the Frostmaiden get hit, but leave Muerte out of it.
Okay.
Somewhere like here-ish.
Yeah.
Okay, the rock gets a 15, the Frostmaiden, the Winter's Womb gets a 21.
Oh,
It's
that's
still made of ice, though, right?
It is still made out of ice. Remember, I'm she has magic resistance, so I'm rolling these at normal.
Right.
However, there is something to note here. As the icy form melted away around her, a crack begins to form. It seems that she is vulnerable to thunder in this form, and so takes the 20 anyway.
Oh,
Skanak, you know what to do.
Yes, I do.
Alright. At the end...
so radiant to fire to thunder. Noted.
Indeed. At the end... Is that your turn, Scales?
Yes.
Okay, let's see here. Yeah, she'll do this anyway, even at disadvantage. She is going to use a legendary action. As you see, and with white cold intensity rather, a single beam of light of pure divine essence, an elemental cold, reaches out and shoots directly point blank at Muerte with disadvantage, but we will see what happens.
He probably still has that plus 13 or whatever to hit, so it's not that big of a deal, really.
Well, you say that, and
Was it like
it was plus
15 or
13.
that much higher?
22 with disadvantage. So Muerte is going to take.
Yeah. Her to hit is higher than Muerte's AC.
Muerte is probably still up then, right? From Meepo's healing?
She is. She's still up for now.
One absolute legend.
So
Queen of the Tundra.
It's now the rock's turn. The rock
I really wish I was at the top of the stairs right now.
Yeah.
Did we skip Hawks' turn?
No, the rock probably has a better dexterity bonus than I do.
Actually,
But I feel like
hang on.
the rock just went.
What's your
I'm
dexterity?
I'm a +1.
You're +1? Hang on. Double checking. Oh, beans. You're going before them.
Okay. So if that's the
Wish
case,
granted.
then Hawks will leave the turret down at the bottom of the stairs and will make it to the top. From which position he will... I really wish I could roar and reach that, but I'm going to use my last roar to potentially get the bird tagged with a roar. Boom, roar. And I will take my battle axe to the bird with advantage.
Okay.
18 and a 16.
Both of those will hit.
Alright, and there is a d6 more for being big. So there we go. 21 points of slashing damage against the bird.
Ooh, a solid chunk out of the bird's health. Now, the bird has a new target on its mind.
Okay.
You fool! You've turned your back on Muerte Blanca.
Indeed, what a fool. So,
This does nothing but insult her further.
Hawks, the bird is going to strike you with its beak.
Let's see what it can do.
A 19 to hit you.
Do you have the cloud room?
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, that does hit me. Wow, so unfortunate. That does hit me. How much damage is that?
Well, here, let me find out for you. Hey, hang on, buddy. Let me get that for you.
I sure hope it's not a lot. I sure hope it's not a huge amount of damage.
Geez, be fortunate if it was suddenly 4d8 plus 9 points of damage. Well, look at that.
That was a really bad roll on his part.
That
That's
was
a
really
shame.
bad. It is a shame.
But honestly, I'm gonna ward off some of the damage doing this, and he just hit the Frostmaiden. I'm actually
So he did.
remeasured this. Yeah, that's
As suddenly a giant beak clangs against the winter's womb. Oh my goodness. However, that is not the end of the creature's turn.
okay.
It will use its
Really?
talons against you. For a 28 to hit you.
There is not much I can do about that.
Alright. That is going to be...
Probably should have
25
saved.
25 points of slashing damage. And you
Hawks is
are
very hurt.
restrained by the beast.
Hawks
Interesting.
is very hurt. What exactly are the effects of restrained?
So, for restrained, you have disadvantage on attack rolls while restrained. And the creature that's grappling you or restraining you has advantage against attacks against you. And your speed is also 0.
Okay.
And it's going to take off into the air. Round, because you're large, it's this half speed. So it goes off 60 feet into the air, but Muerte gets an attack of opportunity.
Oh,
Natural 20.
oh no.
Oh.
Still though.
Still.
It's always fun to see that nice green 29.
Yeah, it's always nice. It's always nice. Alright. So that was the creature's turn. It is
How
now
high is
60
Hawks?
feet 60 feet in the air.
How high is Hawks?
60
Hi,
feet.
How are you?
Oh, shh. It took me a second. But it is Winter's Womb's turn. It is her turn now.
So it seems like it intends to go higher.
Yes.
Okay, good to know.
So, it is going to, as its action to use Blizzard Veil. As it uses the force of winter itself to surround itself, to heavily obscure it. So let me get a little. Actually, no. I can just use an aura. That's what these are. That's what these are for.
Boing!
Gotta make sure you guys can see it too, because this will be important. Got a colored blue.
Could do it white.
I mean, I could do a white, but
That's big.
it is. It's in a 30-foot radius. So any creature that's in there, including Murte, cannot see. Heavily obscured.
Problematic.
What about the creatures that are inside it? Or that are outside of it? Can they see in?
Nope.
Okay.
It's basically heavily obscuring Blizzard. And that is her turn. To activate that, Meepo, it is your turn now.
I'm going to hold a spell for when Hawks drops within 30 feet of the ground. And move over to where he'll drop.
Alright. Fair enough. It's now Muerte's turn, but the start of Muerte's turn,
Oof.
Muerte will take 10 cold damage. No save with being within range.
Oh, I see.
And is knocked unconscious. Not dead, unconscious. Hang on. There we go.
Sleepy, sleepy bird.
Unfortunately, Muerte does not get a turn.
Hypothermia, sleeping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a good thing.
Which means Skanuk, it is now your turn. The Frostmaiden is
Okay.
heavily obscured.
I'm going to run up these stairs as I see Hawks being spirited away.
Yep.
Hawks will wave at Skanuk.
Ow.
Big hand just waving.
The session
I'm
might go a
gonna
little bit
die.
longer tonight. Is that okay, Caleb?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay, just double checking with you because I know you work tomorrow, right?
Yes, my day off is Friday.
Okay.
Oof, sorry.
Yes. Yeah, just let me know if you want to call it. Just let me know.
Look at this way. We're either killing the Frostmaiden or having to re-roll new characters this game. So, okay. All right. So, time for another shatter. I have checked the spell. I have checked the wording of shatter.
Mm-hmm.
A sudden ring noise erupts from a point of your choice within range.
Okay, so you don't technically
you-
have to see the specific point.
Yes.
Okay.
So I just need to, like, guesstimate from the circle where she is and try to calculate a space based on like past location of Morte.
Okay. So is that what you attempt to do?
Yes.
All right. Here we go. 14.
That will fail.
Okay.
Get shit on. Frostmaiden. 8765.
Oh my goodness.
26 thunder damage. And it's such a nice little sequence. I am so pleased.
Mm.
What is that?
26 points of damage.
52 points.
52 points of damage. With the vulnerability.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a great action. And then I'm going to have the cannon shoot the rock.
Okay.
Push it further upwards, please. By all means. Let's let this happen.
So
push it further upwards. No, do it. I want
what
this
I'm
to
wondering
happen.
is, like, if I force this thing to move, does it break the grapple?
That's a good question.
17 to hit.
Things will be okay, I promise you.
No, it's. I want to stay grappled.
Okay.
All right.
I have a plan.
Okay.
I like your plan. I will let you do your plan, but I also have a plan just in case it fails.
The rock, like almost drops Hawks, and he, like, grabs onto it, like, no, we're doing this now. We're the best friends now. That'll be 7 force damage.
All right. 7 force. All right. Added.
And
Calculated.
10 feet higher. It's 70 feet up now.
10 feet higher.
Like,
Well, 5 feet higher technically, but yeah.
Oh,
What?
I just had an idea what Hawks might be doing.
Yep. Oh yeah.
I'm role playing as the bird. The bird doesn't know.
I know, but I just
having,
realized
like-
what Hawks can do.
I'm having, like, the weirdest thought. I don't know if I want to ask. I think I want to give it a surprise. Okay, yeah, that'll be my turn.
Okay. Scales.
Meepo just looks up and knows suddenly. Oh,
I am also
No.
going to use Shatter on the Frostmaiden.
Oh my goodness gracious.
The slam jam. Come on and slam, and welcome to the jam.
Welcome to the Thunderdome. I'll be your guide through thunder. Well, that's quite a good roll.
Quite a good roll doesn't make half damage unhalf.
No, it doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, it doesn't help with a 48 to the face.
I roll that damage. Aww.
that's still 11. That's still
22.
Nah,
Yeah,
just 11.
11 is not 5.
That's true. That could have been worse. Damage is damage.
And I still have one more 3rd level spell slot.
Ooh.
Okay. End of your turn. It's gonna use a legendary action
Respectable.
to use Polar Ray. Let me double check right here, just to be sure.
Skanuk would also be visible. He's still at the top of the stairs, but, like, his token will be under Hawks, so I didn't want to have it up there. In the way.
Right. Okay, so it
I
has a
could move
blind
like
sight.
Hawks' token here for now if you wanted to.
Okay, good. I can.
Okay,
Because
just
then it looks like Hawks is in the rock's feet.
Ooh.
Just double checking its blind sight radius, it can actually see you. So yeah, it's gonna fire at you, Skills, because So
Canuck did more.
that's true. You know what? But you're also
She
lower
has poor
health.
ob-
He wants to
She
knock
has-
one of you out.
Yeah.
She has poor object permanence. As expected from a puny baby god.
Oh gosh darn it! I didn't do slash roll. 16 to hit Scales.
That hits.
Aww. You take 8 points of damage.
You still up?
No, I am not. I am
Oh. I was
Right.
hoping maybe the aid would have been enough to get you up. You still have aid, so if you're ever healed, you'll.
Alright, so Hawks, it is your turn now as you're being carried up by this bird.
I'm going to hold my action. I'm going to hold my action until I think the bird has exhausted its movement. And then I am going to use my held action to attempt to grapple it.
Yeah.
Alright, well.
Oh, the lost Cimarron maneuver.
Alright.
So I'd like to point out that I have advantage on the athletics check. I have a +2 from the ice rune being active, and I have inspiration if all else fails.
Okay, so before that's gonna come into play, the Frostmaiden is going to use another legendary action to Polar Ray Skanuk.
Bring it.
That's a 30.
Ooh, it was brought. It was brought.
Actually-
That'll hit.
Definitely brought.
I might be close enough to Skanuk to actually use my last runic shield on Skanuk.
60 feet?
You're 60 up, right?
60 up, yeah.
No, you're 65.
Oh wait, no, that's right, because you were pushed up. Oh no.
Okay,
Nice.
sorry, I can't do that.
By my own petard!
No, too far. Don't go.
So that'll be 13 cold damage?
13 cold damage, halved.
Yes, you're still up.
Yes, I am good.
Okay.
Okay, Hawks. Moment of truth. The creature is going to use its action to dash, which will be 120. So it'll be 180 feet in the air. Wait, no, 190.
185.
185 feet in the air.
That's
And it will
18.
attempt to use its reaction
Or
to
maximum
release you.
probably.
So,
I will grapple.
let us contest our wills.
Okay.
Hang on, let me double check. What is... Do you have a natural athletics, or is it just raw strength? It's just raw strength. But, what raw strength it is.
Love this, please.
14.
Oh my god. 23.
23. As the rock tries to release you, you, thinking quickly, grab it onto its wings. So now the real question is, its speed is 0.
Oh, it falls.
It falls.
Yes.
And Meepo had a held action for when I approached.
Yep, yes, Meepo did.
Are you Charizard like
Seismic
Seismic
toss.
sauce! Yeah!
Yes, he's seismic tossing him. The moment he reaches right next to the ground, I'm going to finish the spell. Resilient Sphere on Hawks. And he's going to both seismic toss and bullet punch it. He's immune to the damage. And flavor-wise, he's at least landing on the bird with the force of his fall.
Sphere is pretty weightless, though, but...
Right.
But, so that's gonna be 18.
What's the max a fall can do damage-wise?
20d6 raw, but yeah.
Okay.
This is 18d6.
18. So it's still within.
Happening literally in a square adjacent to Skaduk.
That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage!
Does it kill the bird?
Surprisingly, no. But... Oh, no, never mind. But... It
I'm
is
gonna leave
prone.
Hawks in the sphere until it's his turn, and then I'll decide what to do.
Bird is upside down.
Or wait, no. I'm gonna drop concentration because I think Hawks needs to be able to use his reactions and stuff.
I don't have a reaction because I used my reaction to actually do the held action.
Oh, right. Never mind. Then I'll just hold.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Also, Hawks is mostly in the blizzard area, so he would take damage at the start of his turn and is blinded.
Fair.
So
Yes.
I'm in a sphere.
No, he's in a resilient sphere, so he doesn't take damage.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love that
Meepo almost
you have
drops
the blind
concentration.
fighting,
That's not too.
so you can...
Just walk in and punch
Yeah,
her.
I can. I'd need health though. I have 3 health.
Oh,
Ah.
no, that's not good.
Push the
That's
spear! Push the spear!
Push it, push it!
Revolve maneuver and absorb.
So, last legendary action. Winter's Wound is going to attempt to strike Skanuk again, because otherwise, thanks to Meepo, she would have tried to get Hawks. So,
I think the sphere is in the way too. Meepo might have cover from it.
I have cover.
well, Meepo has cover. Skanuk, is not.
Yeah.
Isn't there a bird?
That's right, there is a bird. Never
No.
mind.
No, it's fair to, like, you know...
It's her.
Oh, to be
ally.
fair, it's her
There's also
ally.
like
It's
a
her
hovering
ally.
crystal. Yeah.
And she's a god.
It's a god.
Curve the shot.
Curve
I
the
mean,
bullet.
don't curve the shot. I guess. Don't. Let's not have that happen.
Hey, Skanuk, that's a 27.
A 27 will hit me.
You take 11 points of cold damage.
Half to 5.
After 5.
Is
Ah.
still up?
10 points of health.
It is now Ordal's turn again. Now, let me see here.
What's it do for me?
As it is her turn, she's going to move. Right, we'll move right here. Yeah. Let's see here. She really wants you dead, Skunnock. She doesn't like that shatter. Yeah, she's just gonna attack you. She's going to attack you.
Oh.
Yeah?
Yeah. No, sorry.
Yeah.
I had thought.
29
Definitely hits.
for 8. And then she's going to do it again. A 32 to hit.
Oh,
Thing.
does hit.
For 4 more.
I lived, bitch.
You
Yes.
survived it.
So, Meepo, it's your turn. I want to point out that none of you can see, by the way.
Right. But I do know Hawks is right next to me, right?
Actually, she would have moved right here before the end.
Do I have to do anything? I'm in her blizzard.
So currently, no. Not right now, no.
Okay. Let me look at the hamster
is this
ball
like-
maneuver.
Is this like a Spirit Guardians thing, or is it like a...
No, it's more like a movable fog cloud, but she can see through it, it seems.
Oh,
Fox can see
so it
her
only does
currently.
damage sometimes. Okay.
It seems like the intensity of the cold is within a certain radius, so that smaller radius.
I see. Okay. Fair
Did it
enough.
seem like it's when you enter it, or on the start of a turn?
The
or
start of a
something?
turn, rather.
Okay.
Okay, so let's check
So it said
what
smaller
the
range,
range
the
of
rock would
this
be in the
stuff
radius,
is.
right?
It would be, but the rock is also immune to cold.
Can I tell in my blind sight how hurt she is? How hurt the crystal is?
Make a. I think that would be too much. I don't know if you could tell. To be fair, the last time you saw her get hit by a thunder, it hurt her very badly. So you can't imagine she's in great shape.
Just a question of how great a shape.
Right. I'm
gonna
afraid I
move
could. I'm
out
afraid I
of-
can't tell you.
I'm gonna move out of the area,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna healing word at second level on scales.
All right.
I see how it is.
I can't see you. You're in the blizzard.
So I guess that means I don't really see how it is because I can't see. Think.
I can imagine
Thank
how
you.
it is, but I have no real actual idea.
True. I can visualize how it is.
So, second level is 2d4
2d4.
plus 5.
Mm-hmm.
So 8 to scales.
8 something.
It's something, yep. And then
It's something.
I'm gonna that was 5, 10, 15, 20. I have 20 more. Well, move over to here and reach in, blindly trying to touch for where Scanuck is.
You're guided by the cackling.
And then, I guess,
You guess.
resistance.
Okay.
Because I was going to cast a healing spell, but I can't with a spell and a spell.
Oh, good to know.
All right.
I shall resist.
So is that your turn, Meepo?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. At the end of your turn, because when Aurel has her legendary actions back,
Oh, for fuck's sake. Alright, bring it on.
why would you
God, hit me.
Gosh
I
darn it.
want you to do it.
ask and ye shall receive
I shouldn't have said that.
7 total points of cold damage.
Oh, it's just enough as well.
You can still use resistance on death saves. Ha 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 ha.
No, she didn't hit me again.
Yeah.
So I need a death save from Muerte, so I'm gonna roll that.
This is the
That's
first
one.
time.
That's one pass, but she
Nothing's
also
gone
takes
down.
damage from being within the radius. That's one failure as well.
Isn't it 2 failures?
Oh, maybe 2. Oh,
Is it 2 failures if it's a melee attack?
no,
Yeah,
no,
because
no,
then
no.
it crits.
Yeah, because so it's not a melee attack, so it's not a crit, so it's only one death save.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah.
Which is.
Let's
like,
not give her
so
too
that-
much room here.
So, end of Muerte's turn. Legendary action. Polar Ray. Against Scales. For 29.
It's
10 points of damage.
I'm
Dang.
down again.
Scanuck, I need a death save, buddy.
Okay, death save +4. What is it? Death save? That's death save. Oh dear.
One failure.
Did you add the D4?
8.
No, still.
Don't suppose I've got.
Close.
Probably needs to be awake for Flash of Genius. Yep. Problematic. Hey.
Well. Could be worse.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we can't really see the turn order because we switched maps and everything, so we were only
It is
seeing a little
Scales
bit on the
next.
turn order. Scales. Okay.
And then and after that Hawks. And then
Okay.
Oral again. So Scales, I'm gonna need that death save. Mm.
Do you still have him
Is he within 30 feet of Hawks? No.
Nope.
Alright. At the end of Scales' turn. That's a wisdom's. Oh, wait, did you cast Sanctuary on yourself again?
No.
Alright, Neepo. So, yeah. 23.
Yeah, that hits.
18 points of cold damage.
Still up.
Alright, that is her last legendary action. Now I'm going to ask you,
Gets to
Meepo,
go now.
are you going to release Hawks from the sphere, or are you going to keep them in there?
Well, I can drop concentration anytime I want.
Okay, so it will be Hawks' turn.
So
Okay.
when
So will the sphere protect me from the cold damage?
Yes, it will.
and I'm gonna drop concentration.
Okay. So the sphere protected me from the cold damage, and I am going to do the dumbest shit you have ever heard.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to move here on top of the bird. I'm going to take the attack action. I will direct one attack to the prone bird.
Okay.
23, 11 slashing.
Okay, the bird is going to be chopped, unless.
It is dead.
Yep.
Okay, cool. And I don't need the extra attack, so I'll add the 5 to that just for drama's sake. I will drop my axe, and I will attempt to use my other attack action to grapple the Frostmaiden.
Okay, I gotta check something here. Okay. Okay. Hey.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? How tall is the tower?
Huh?
Keep in mind, it is hovering. The crystal is hovering.
It has 0 movement if I grapple it. It cannot do anything about it if I grab it. If I fall with it,
Hey, guess
it
what?
is coming with me.
Guess what? -5.
I have advantage on that. So,
Oh, good lord.
I have grappled the Frostmaiden in her current form.
Mm-hmm.
How tall is the tower?
600 feet.
Okay. Well, I use the rest of my movement and pull down my mask as I'm doing so, my Drist mask, and I will leap off the tower with the Frostmaiden under my arm.
What?
Does anyone? No, I'm the only one here. I don't have Featherfall. Why don't I have Featherfall?
And I'm going to call back, and I'm going to salute with my shield as I football carry the Frostmaiden. And I'm going to yell back, Drist would have wanted to go out in such a way, too. Nice and dramatic.
All right. And you do so. Hawks Hagnar, heir of giants. As you grapple this tiny crystal in your hand, you can feel your heart beating. Boom, 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 boom. And almost like a miniature heartbeat itself, the light pulses within the crystal. You cannot kill a god. Do you have a response?
Still gotta try.
And you leap. Is there any particular way you wish to describe your descent? As the wind whistles past your scales in your face, the biting cold beating against your skull.
I am going to basically try the 3-point superhero landing. I know it's not going to work, but with her in the grip, so that she's being smashed against the ground when I hit.
Roll a performance check with advantage.
Performance with advantage? 17, that's not bad.
17. With the Drist mask, you touch the Drist mask over your face. And you swear, even though you probably know you probably think you're crazy, but you swear you feel he would have approved. Somewhere, wherever he is out there. Doing whatever a dual blade wielding drow ranger does. And you descend. Faster, 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 until you grip the Frostmaiden in your hands, and you reach, and as the ground hurtles towards you, you push! As every bone shatters in your body. When normally...
Roll the damage?
Sure. Roll the damage. Roll it for me.
It's
How much is that at 600? Is it maxed out at a 20d6 still?
It's technically maxed out at 20d6, but if you want to roll 60d6, go ahead.
Well,
Here's the thing,
what
there's a
did you
chance
do?
I actually survive this and make a bunch of death saves.
There is a chance, but we'll see.
79, yes, that is not instant death for me.
That's not instant death.
Ha ha!
It's not instant death. But you're still 600 feet down there.
Yep. And based on the shatters, I think there's no way she made it.
So, you rolled a 17 on your performance. Every bone in your body shatters. But, despite all the pain, before you descend into darkness, you're there. Crouched, one arm in the air, one flat against the ground, palm wide, and the shattered remains of a crystal scattered across the ground. And then
Yeah.
you fall.
Fucked. Thump.
So,
So no one can get to me, so I might as well just roll on my death saves right now.
Yeah, I was racking my brain to figure out if there was a way I could get down to you. The only
So-
way I could get down to you as quick is to jump, or I was thinking
You
maybe
should
I could
probably
try
take
sending.
care of Scales and Skinnock since they're both
Yeah,
down.
I'm going to. But I was thinking about sending to somebody, but I don't have the spell slots to do that. I'm just gonna cry out, Eldath, if there's any way, save him! And then I'm going to use whenever. Are we in combat still?
You're not anymore. No.
The thing is,
I'm
their
gonna use
fall would not have actually helped in that situation because I have to be grappling her for her not to hover out of it.
So
So-
my thinking, like the reason I think this is the reason this would be metagaming. I'll tell you in a minute.
Sure. So let's roll as death saves.
Okay.
Well, roll a death save for each of them, and then I'm gonna cure wounds one, then the other.
And then
So
Hawks has
I'll have to do 2.
a bunch of death saves to make.
Yeah. So
So-
first, let's see if anyone gets in
That's
that
it?
one. Okay. Good.
Okay. So I'm up. I'm just gonna say like 6 points of health.
Right.
For easy.
I'll just roll a
Okay.
deep.
Yeah, I'm at 2 fails.
Okay. So you're good. So Meepo's gonna get to you.
How about Muerte?
Good thing. She's at 1 death save right now.
And I'm gonna run over
Okay,
to
she's good.
Scales. And do. Is it a D8 or a D6? Yes, a D8.
So I'm just gonna move your tokens off there. Just
And can I use, since I never used my inspiration, can I use my inspiration for one of these saves?
Sure, absolutely. Go right ahead, buddy.
So, the first one was supposed to be on Skinnock. That's 6 on Skinnock and 9 on Scales.
Okay.
Do you have enough like healing if we get down there?
You're not gonna be able to reach
I have
him in
some
time.
healing.
What?
If he's
you're not gonna
if
reach him
he's-
before he. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
if he's stable when we get down there, I have healing.
All right. Here's my plan. I pick you up. We jump, and I cast Featherfall.
You have Featherfall? Just
I do.
cast it on me.
Featherfall can be cast on multiple targets.
Featherfall. You descend at a rate of 60 feet per round.
You're not gonna be able to reach
So it
him
would
in
take-
time.
It would take a minute, so we need to cast. So we need to cast it just
Would
before
it-
we hit.
Would it be faster to dash down there? Because I
No.
could dash
Absolutely
80,
not.
So
80 feet per round.
My
Alright,
thinking-
I'm gonna roll my death saves while this
Right,
discussion
'cause
is
it'd be-
happening.
Sorry.
Horizontal.
Yeah.
17 is a pass. 4. I'm gonna use my inspiration to re-roll that one.
Maybe
the
four.
reaction specifically is when you start falling.
Yeah,
2,
that's 2 fails,
a
2
14,
successes.
and an 18. Hawks lives.
Hawks live,
Wow.
baby!
Hawks is unconscious, bleeding out on the ground as we jump off together. How many can you cast Featherfall on?
only one. So like, don't actually do that.
Only one?
I have. Oh wait, no. Let's
And he
see.
got an internal injury from
Put it up
the.
there.
Up to 5. Up to 5 creatures. So yeah,
Right,
let's
so-
all go.
We all just. We're gonna take Muerte with us.
You're gonna take the
Jump
egg
off
too.
the
There's a
edge.
dragon egg.
Oh yeah, and the egg.
So he gets
Yeah.
Featherfall as well.
Alright,
Don't forget to loot.
don't forget to loot.
I guess I'll grab the harp, and Scales grabs the egg.
We can come back and loot.
There's also a treasure chest, but you know, you can grab that with you.
So we jump off, you Featherfall us, we float down, and we scramble around looking for Hawks, and then I cast at 2nd level, healing, no, cure wounds.
It's just this. There's just this gigantic crater.
There is
By
a
the
slight
time-
crater.
By the time you get down, he would not be large anymore either.
Right. It'd be 9 healing to you.
And that fixes the internal injury as well. So Hawks
Magic.
just gasps.
That's my last spell slot, guys.
Who boy? Well,
Did we just face a god and live? All of us?
Yes.
Funny, ain't it? How the closer you are to death, the more it feels like living.
I'm not sure that's true, but okay.
Ugh, it's true for me. Can anyone find my mask?
I think it's
It's still on your face. It's still on your
You're
face.
still wearing
Are you
it.
good?
Sorry, I can't feel that yet. So
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Well, death be praised.
Indeed, and as you...
So what, did we need that book at all then?
I think she's still out there.
We did it! We did it!
So, with that in mind, as you all celebrate, that is where I'm going to call the session for tonight. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. You
I want to
guys.
say your role playing was really on point as the Frostmaiden, especially that laugh right when she did her first transformation.
Oh,
It was
you
good.
think so?
It was wonderful.
It was good.
Whew. I was gonna put that on.
I'm so glad I got to do both of those things.
Yeah, I am so happy. Like you got to do two cool things. Like you got to friggin' lol no on being dropped from the rock, and you got to grapple the Frostmaiden and just yeet yourself off the edge. That is just, oh my gosh.
Canuck and Scales saved me when I was down, and that's what saved the rest of it. Also, Scales did so much damage to the Frostmaiden in 2 or 3 of her forms.
Indeed.
We were on like the very edge of resources. Holy shit.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
I
still
used
had-
my last spell slot on that Featherfall.
I still
I
had
think-
the option to turn invisible, and that was it.
I
Yep.
had one runic shield and one. I had the stone rune, but that would only have worked against the rock, and the rock was not. Ah.
Alright, so, before we end for tonight, I would like to give a special thanks to Tessa Morecroft on DM's Guild for these wonderful maps that you've seen during the fight, and of course to
Really
the
good.
wonderful music by Travis Savoy. I've put those links down in the chat right there, and of course I'll put them on the YouTube when I upload this episode later. So, wherever you are, thank you so much for watching, and stay safe out there, and have a good night. Bye-bye.